Let's go down. Let's go down. Let's go down.
What's the damn deal, folks? What's up, Lavas, man? What's good? What's good?
What's up?
What's good, man? The boys wasn't ready. Boys wasn't ready.
Got it crunk.
For too much. They ain't ready for it, bro. They ain't ready for
They
it.
ain't ready. They ain't ready.
People,
They don't see me turn
what's
up very
happening,
often.
man? What's happening?
Shit, we have arrived.
So let's get it popping, bro. What's good, man?
Yes, sir.
It's been a nice
Dude.
little Nice little break, man. I know the people been waiting, but we
Yeah.
back, man. We back.
Totally back, baby.
Man, y'all know what this is, man.
Let's see who's back with us. I'm curious to see who came back
Let's
with
see
us.
who's in there joining us after dark. You know what it is. Another night. Dinner Nerds Live. It's your boy Al. It's your boy Lavas. We
Boy
in here,
Lavas.
man. We in here riding, cruising.
Right.
Got the man Spidey on the hood doing big things, man.
Check
Look
him
at him.
out.
Doing big things. I see him play, boy.
Check him out. Flossing.
Yeah, man.
Straight up flossing.
Who we got in here with
All
us?
Let's see. Off top, we got my man Lord Vito. What's good?
Vito, what's up, man? What's up? Who else we got?
What's up, man? We got Dane the Main. What's up, Dane the Main?
What's up, man?
Favorite name to say. My homie Will Bonin. What's
Will
up?
Bonin. What's up? What's
Air
up?
Adventure.
Who else?
We got John O'Brien. What's good, homie?
O'Brien, what's popping?
We got Trey Harbor. What's up?
Trey, what's good,
Man.
man? What's good?
Boom Boy 53. What's good?
What's up, Boom Boy? Who else in there?
Second Street Marvel.
What's up,
What's up,
Tread? What's up?
I'm still gonna say her name. I like her name. We got Patricia Palmisano.
Hey,
Calista
Pat.
Opera.
Hey, what's good?
We got Ronan Flynn.
Ronan,
What's good,
Ronan,
man?
what's up, man?
Toilet Room. Yo, what's up?
Woo, what's good? What's good? Welcome.
We got Joe Flax. That's a new name there. What's up, Joe?
I see you, Joe. What's good? What's good?
JT.
JT in the building.
Homie Bill M. What's up?
Bill, what's good?
Got Riley L. What's good?
Yeah, what's up,
Evan
Riley?
Curtis. Who else we got up in
Who
here?
else?
Evan Curtis. What's up, Evan?
What's up, Evan? What's up,
Checking
man?
the two over here. The screen is. Let's see. Brian Schroeder. What's up?
What's up, Brian? What's up, man?
We got Landon Dubes. What's up, Holmes?
What's up, Landon? Who else, bro?
Jordan Dijkstra. What's up, man?
What's up, Jordan? What's up?
Yeah, Silver Audi. The
What's good? What's good?
big homie Josh. What's up, Dinner Nerds?
What's up, Josh? What's going on? Thanks for letting us borrow the whip again. Hope you don't mind
Right.
us throwing a hood ornament on it tonight.
It's a fly one, so he can't.
Oh
he can't
yeah,
help
man.
it
He
like
can't. He can't be mad unless he on that Xbox stuff still though.
Got the homie Coachella Coastal. Evan
What's
Gilbert
up?
was
What's
good.
up?
We got Fan Jexter in there with the
What's up?
lightsabers.
What's up, Fan Jackson? Adam was popping.
Hey, what's up, Bird Bands? I don't hardly ever see him
Bands.
anywhere.
Okay, welcome.
The
Glad to
Bear
have you.
Avenger Bird Bands.
Who else?
We got
bro?
Freeman Cooper. What's good?
Freeman. What's good, Freeman?
Got Nora Rad. What's up, homie?
Norm Rad, long time. What's good?
Zach Nations, Conditioner
Zach.
Gordon, and Kendall Davis.
Kendall Davis was popping.
Got Danny Orange. What's up, man?
Danny O in the building. What's good?
And of course, we got our most favorite, Mike
Motherfucking Porter.
fucking Porter.
What's good,
What's
man?
good, yo?
What's good, man? I'm telling you, man, riding around. It's good to be back in the whip, man. Good to be back with you, man. Like it's only been 2 weeks, but damn. Like,
Right.
man.
It's week, and then this is the second week we come back, so it's like we just missed one.
Yeah, but it feels like forever. Don't it, people?
I know.
Don't it?
I know it was a healthy transition though. It's
Feels-
healthy. It's
Yeah,
nice and healthy.
yeah. You always got to have a little break in there sometime, man.
Yeah, we got
Sometimes.
space.
Yeah,
Air and
yeah.
space.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. We got a lot to talk about too.
Oh yeah, we got a lot. We got a lot to catch up on, man. We got some stuff. We got
Right.
some goodies tonight, man.
Right. A lot
So
to catch up on and look back on.
yeah, man. Yeah. So just give the people a little bit. My man resettled. Got his spot in the Nerve Avengers Tower. My man got the keys. All settled in now. How does it feel, bro?
Feels good.
Feels good. Feels good, right?
It feels like that Lavish Main purple drink.
That's what's up.
How it just courses through.
Damn right.
Like Susan.
Hey man, but let me just ask you a question, man. Like we didn't talk about this, but I gotta know, man. When you filled out your application for your spot in the Nerve Avengers Tower, did you have to do a background check too?
Yeah, but you see, like, other than here, I don't really talk about Nerve Engine.
Mm-hmm.
So I ain't really got nothing on my record. They ain't got nothing on me. You know what I'm saying?
See, like
I don't even know what my identity is on the other hand. So That's all I'm allowed to say about that.
See, look, I need to be more like you when I grow up, man. Because they was all in my business, like all over the place with it.
I told him I had the right to remain silent.
Oh, there you go. See, and I'm always the opposite. It's like I reserve my right to remain violent. People get out of my business, I start choking people. But we ain't gonna go there because this again, we feeling good, we chill,
Right, feeling good.
So we just gonna cruise for a little bit with the people, you know.
Right, floss like Spider-Man over there.
Floss like Spidey. Floss like Spidey. You damn right, man.
Floss like Spidey. Straight floss.
So since we talk about Spidey, man, since Spidey been like the topic of the month, pretty much, man. Like
pretty much.
We hearing all this kind of news about this live action Spider-Verse, man. Tell me, man, what's going on, man? What are they doing?
I mean, they're doing technically what DC's has been doing. It's pretty much advertising it finally in a way. You know what I'm saying? Like now we're finally getting rumors and hearing some stuff. It's like DC Who all of a sudden again. So that's what they're doing. They're trying to get the spotlight back. And what better way to do it than flashing Spider-Man in front of people? It's like, yeah, Batman's cool, but Spider-Man actually talks. Spider-Man actually
got a point.
Grabs the people's attention.
Word.
True, can't help.
True.
So just like Feige, that's what he's doing. And I don't know. I mean, it sounds like we got some sweet mergers coming too. Because if you ask me, I think them and Sony.
Yeah, man.
Marvel and Sony found a relationship with each other.
I'm inclined to agree, man. I think they did. I think they patched up. I think they patched things up, man. They some hold hands, some kumbaya. Either that or Feige went in that Godfather style on them boys and just like let them know right off the rip, like I'm Kevin Feige and I ain't here for no bullshit.
Exactly.
Respect my name. Like it's one of the other, man.
The homie Fan Jexter on the 2-way wants to know that. Did you get that drug test?
Hey, no comment.
No comment.
No comment. All I know is I got the keys. That's all that matters, right? I got keys. I got in. I was accepted. I was accepted.
We in the same car, so I'm in the same boat.
You know what I'm? Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much.
It's a good thing
that we got. It's so personal though, Adam. Adam, like the CIA.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, bro. I'm trying to tell you. Hey, man.
Make sure you send me that memo when you get it done, okay?
You know, it's a good thing though, man, that we ain't got. We barely getting up there, so we ain't got no Jarvis in here, but we got Wallace. We got Wallace in here, man in the wheel, so we ain't got to worry about it. We on autopilot right now.
Speaking of that, did you hear that they fired George? Josh fired George today. Was it today?
Was it?
Yeah.
Bruh, like 2020 just ain't showing love to nobody at all, man, except Spidey. Like Spidey getting all the love.
Right. He said that we need to we get them fanny packs going, the power packs.
Something. You got to start pushing them, man, I guess.
Each sold separately while supplies last.
While quantities last, right?
Make sure you get that before we start selling ice cream machines that don't work. We can do it, people. We can do it.
And hit them with a jingle.
You know, plenty of people in McDonald's.
No, not McDonald's, man. Whack Arnold's.
Where else are you gonna get a broken ice cream machine? Mac Arnold's.
We gotta do that, man. You know the jingle. You come on, man. Come on. But serious, man, like what is the deal with this Spidey? The Spidey craziness, man. Like they talking about Donald Glover possibly being Miles Morales. You know, Josh did the video. Shout out to Josh, by the way. Did the video explaining the theory where we'd have Tobey Maguire and Donald Glover as an older Miles Morales and have them buddied up. Like, is that what we want? Do we want to see it? Is it too much too soon? Is Feige jumping the gun a little bit with Sony, or is this?
I mean, if that's the way that they go, I'm gonna let the chat speak for themselves. Okay, so hit us up on that 2-way on what you think. But I don't know. I don't think I want Donald Glover for a Miles Morales. I mean, like I like Josh's idea about, you know, maybe an alternate universe, and you know he turned out to be him. Okay,
but not long term, huh?
Nah. I think we need to find a nice new fresh face.
Word
to play that, and I don't know. See what my kind of conflict with that is. Okay, so you got the Spider-Man game that's already dabbling in and doing that,
right,
and you know the movies don't do something that's kind of already been done. So if they're not going to have him technically be alive and mentor him, do you think that they'll go with this actual storyline where they kill off Spider-Man and maybe that's a different universe? Or
See, that's
you think that's maybe how they play it off if they actually do the live version? You know what I'm saying? Actually do it kind of like they did the Spider-Verse animated movie?
Gotcha. I don't know, man. I mean, I don't want to see them rehash the movie over again, right? Like, I don't want to see the live action version of what we saw in the movie. I kind of dig Josh's idea because at least I think it solves both problems because you won't get. I don't think we're gonna see Tobey Maguire in very many movies at all. Like, I think Josh was saying,
haven't seen Tobey Maguire in almost any movies at all.
bro. Like, see, put some respect on that man name, man.
I mean,
that's because the people.
What do
you
you
know
want?
What? Hold on.
Facts,
Wallace, pull this over, man. Take us into the lounge, bro. Like, now we got to get into it.
Put this on Twitter, dude.
Hold on. Let's get into the lounge, man. Let's get into the lounge.
Tell the truth. That's all I'm saying.
Man, but but bro, like, no, but I'm saying, man, like, I think it would be the best of both worlds, right? Because you get Tobey in one or two of these new Spider-Man movies doing the older Spider-Man thing. Him and Miles Morales can do like a buddy cop type deal or something like that. I really think that, like, comedically I think they would gel like that.
Oh yeah.
And then, you know what I'm saying? And then you hit them with like the ultimate, kind of send off where Peter Parker ultimately ends up having to go bye-bye. And then Miles Morales goes back to his universe or whatever. Or maybe we see like a heroic Miles Morales death in Secret Wars. Or Secret, is that the one? Secret Wars is the one that we leading up to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the one where they legit get the symbiote. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like maybe you see that at that point. Or maybe you see Miles Morales go out there.
I'm gonna strip it down and pass this to you. So
okay,
we already know that Tom Holland is a definite. Tom Holland ain't going anywhere.
Right.
Okay, we don't have a Miles Morales, but they are talking about bringing back Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire. Out of the two of them, if they were to do a spin-off universe, which actor do you think they would go with?
Oh, well, I'll tell you who I want them to go with and who they should go with, and that's Tobey all day. I did not like Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man. Not one bit. I didn't like that movie at all, like any one of them. And so I think Tobey would be the way to go because I think that's what fans want. I think fans probably want to see the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man more than Andrew Garfield.
Yeah,
Chat, what say you in the two-way? Are we right on that?
Oh yeah. I agree? Yeah. I would go with Tobey. I see Norman Rad, Tobey. So yeah, I totally would have
man.
to.
I think it would be. I think that's the way that they would play that, man. Is you would have a situation where you have Tobey do it. We get Andrew Garfield for a cameo, something like that. Introduce and establish the whole Spider-Verse thing, but Tobey's got to be the one to pass the torch, right?
Yeah, that's
like,
what
it's got to be Tobey.
All right, so I got another one for you then.
Okay.
So they go with Tobey, which is kind of the answer that I already seen coming because I'm a magician, so I tricked you. If they go with Tobey,
yeah,
and they do a spin-off universe, do you think that they'll spin it off and do like a Spider-Man and Friends? And possibly they've been talking about Jessica Drew.
Mm-hmm.
They've been talking about Madam Web.
Mm-hmm.
Is it possible that they could probably bring in other friends? They got the properties, the X-Men. You could see Iceman. He was on the old show.
Yep.
Back in the 70s, in early 80s. So I mean, they had a whole little TV show. You think they'll do something like that? Disney Plus? I don't think Tobey Maguire is big enough to keep in movies. I don't think maybe a Disney Plus show.
I don't think so. Honestly, I don't think they're gonna go. I think it's gonna be more of a Sony deal. Like, I think they're gonna end up kind of keeping those separate. Like, you'll see kind of this initial establishment of the multiverse, and then a subset of that will be the Spideyverse or whatever. But I don't see, Feige and the MCU diving into Spider-Man more than that. Could Sony produce or could Sony create, a show and have it on Disney Plus? Maybe, but I don't think they're that cool yet. Like I think.
Well, I see
Go ahead.
Evan Gilbert here in the two-way saying that Tobey is too expensive for Sony to keep for a spinoff. And I want to know, what do you think about that comment? And I want to know, when you say expensive, do you mean as a liability or as an asset? Because there's a reason why Tobey Maguire hasn't been in anything.
So what reason is that? Are you saying that my man did not do a good job in Spider-Man?
He's kind of was blackbarred after doing man, not Hidalgo, because that was in the middle of doing Spider-Man. This is one movie, I forget the name of it. If y'all in the chat know, I'll give y'all 500 points. But it's the movie that he was in where he kind of was like the crazy white dude. Pretty much how I'm gonna have to say it.
Oh man, you missed me with this one.
And it was like a horror film, I think, or suspense, but I mean it wasn't all that good. And there were a few other actions that had happened, and he just pretty much nobody will work with him. He's difficult. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. Now that's a different. Now you're bringing up a whole different dynamic that we hadn't even looked at. Or I hadn't even looked at because, Now if he's difficult, like, nah, bro, you ain't got the chops to be difficult, man. Like,
that's what I mean. So is he liability or an asset? They want to bring him back. What capacity are we getting Tobey Maguire? Are we getting him back in the costume? Or are we getting him back as a no, I quit? Are they going to do him like they did my man Kevin Conroy? I'm back.
No, man. I think. Well, so look at it this way, right? If it's like, you say it is, and my man Tobey has, and he has no doubt been off the scene for a minute. So, I mean, if that's the case, you would think that at least, if not him, his agent would be like, bro, look, this is your chance. Like, you can't fuck this up. I mean, this is like the equivalent. You know how I am with analogies, bro. This is like the equivalent of LeBron getting the Lakers to sign J.R. Smith. Now, if you know anything about basketball, the last time we saw J.R. Smith and LeBron on the same team, my man was like blowing a finals game that could have got LeBron another ring. Yeah. And no one ever thought we was going to see this man on the court with LeBron again. But clearly, somebody had to tell JR, look, don't fuck this up. Like,
pretty much.
Don't get out here and show your whole ass when this man is looking out for you again. Like, I got to think that Tobey Maguire is kind of in that same spot. You dig what I'm saying? Like, he's got to be, he's got to know now. Like, maybe the old Tobey would have been like Hollywood about it and been like, you know what, put some respect on my name. But right now, especially when you see what the MCU is doing, man, like when you see what it does to careers, like look at Robert Downey Jr. when he did Iron Man, man. Look what he did.
Right. I think that was technically his first film back after his
I think so. I think so. And now my man is a household name. You know what I'm saying? He is a household name. Yeah. So it's like Tobey, I'm not saying that, the multiverse and MCU can do that for Tobey Maguire, but
he wants, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's kind of like a rise back.
Yeah. So exactly. A little, cute little redemption story for my man.
Yeah. Well, I want to make sure I give is it 500 points to Will Bonin for gambling? Is that the correct movie? It sounds like it was the correct movie. I didn't watch it because it wasn't good. What are we thinking here in the two-way? Let's check the two-way, see what's popping.
What we got?
I see Gavin Cooley here. He says, I feel bad for Mark Webb. I heard Sony really messed with his amazing Spider-Man movies, just like WB has been doing with the DC, which that wouldn't surprise me, honestly.
I mean,
like, sound like they're better at keeping it under wraps.
Yeah, maybe just a little bit. Maybe just a tiny bit.
I would say just a tad bit. Right. I see Lauren Rad in the two-way said, I would like to see Tobey and Andrew make an appearance, but I just want to see Tom Holland and Miles Morales going forward. Right. Exactly.
Right. I feel
nobody wants to see.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing though, man. I think one of the things that we got to keep in mind too, though, is that these appearances that we're hearing about, this isn't feature film length type stuff. Like, these dudes aren't coming back to do like a whole movie. Like, I would venture to say, even like Jamie Foxx Electro, I don't think he's going to be a central villain in the movie. No. He might get maybe 15 minutes of screen time, if that. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm expecting. Now, I could be wrong, but what I expect to see is a bunch of these cameos, a bunch of callbacks. I think Tobey Maguire Spider-Man will be heavily featured in it. Just from a storyline standpoint, I think that's what they're gonna do to set up, the whole Spider-Verse, live action Spider-Verse thing. But I'm not expecting to see, these old schoolers coming back and dominating the screen time, man, because ultimately they're trying to set up these stories for the next phase of the multiverse.
Right. But Sony's got its own agenda and they're trying to do that whole Sinister Six. So I mean, there's still a bunch of characters that they have used, but there's still other characters that's untouched. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
direction, we're really focused on what Marvel and MCU is doing, and because people aren't really into Sony, nobody really cares about that direction. But at the same time, the point is people are still going to watch it. So what direction is Sony really trying to go in? That's kind of a thread that I feel needs to be pulled on just a tad bit more.
Okay.
And you might find it to be exciting, even though a lot of people are going to be like, oh, well, they might botch it up. Well, okay, they might, but even the botched movies is better than nothing. We waited for what? Batman, Superman to be on screen for how long, people? How long?
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't like BVS. I still like the fact that we have a Batman, Superman movie.
See,
just plain.
So on a tangent, I went back and I watched that movie on HBO Max, the director's cut, I guess. It's not that bad to me, man. I'll tell you the problem with that movie. The problem with that movie is Lex Luthor. That's the problem.
The problem.
When you watch that movie, you look at my man and you like, nah.
Right.
That ain't Lex.
That's not it.
That's not Lex at all.
Right. Like the cartoon iterations of Lex Luthor, he's always the strong character. And now you have this movie where you got a Diesel Batman, you got a Diesel Superman, all these other, even the henchmen, okay?
Word.
KG muscles. But you look at Lex Luthor and he's like this little small nerd. Like it just don't fit.
Yeah,
it don't fit.
You're right.
At all.
No, not in the least bit. And that's
movie.
But that's what it is. And it's like there's certain things, and that's one of the big ones for me, that just take you out of the movie. It's like when you see that, it's like, nah, man, like, no. I tell you, and so yeah, I think, kind of bringing it back to the Spider-Verse stuff, man, like what I ultimately want, and whether it's Sony and Marvel, Disney, whatever, I want to see the type of content, like Spider-Verse centric content, that we got in the 90s animated cartoon. Like, that's what I want to see. I want to see a self-contained, even if you see, and I think it would be dope to have cameos or appearances from MCU characters within this whole live action Spider-Verse like universe or whatever. But I want the stories to be focused on Peter Parker. I want the stories to be focused on kind of his journey. I don't want them to rehash stuff we've already seen, but I want it to be something that is in the same, the same vein as MCU, but with its own like Spidey flavor to it.
Right. Yeah, I feel you. Most def. And that's hoping that Marvel and Sony can keep their, and that's saying it plainly, between Feige and old girl, if they can keep that relationship going. But I see a question here from T-Rev, sub T-Rev, chat boys. He said, why does Miles need to be a focus for the MCU? Like, because so many people are like, hey, I want to see Miles Morales and Peter Parker now. Like, I guess this question is why is that a focus? Why do people feel?
I don't necessarily feel we need to see Miles Morales in the MCU. Not right now. I think, with Tom Holland's age, we can get a lot of mileage out of this Peter Parker iteration. And I don't want to see them abandon that right away. I think what people are wanting and what people are expecting is, because when you look at the animated Spider-Verse, you had Miles Morales was central to that. And then when you look at the video game Spider-Verse, you've got Miles Morales played a role in that, and now they're giving him his own content. So the normies, if you will, are expecting to see Miles Morales because they're seeing him pop up in everything else. But people that like us that, that know this shit is like, nah, we good. Like there's still a whole lot of untapped shit that they can do with Peter Parker before we start talking about Miles. Now,
Right, yeah, we're satiated with the stuff that they're doing in the games and stuff like
exactly,
that for right now because they're cinematic enough, you know.
only on PlayStation, by the way.
Exactly.
But you know, that's just the way, you know, I think it's gonna roll. Like the way I would like to see it roll out. I think the cool thing about it though is that Kevin Feige is kind of quarterbacking this shit, because I wouldn't necessarily be. I wasn't when I heard about Sony wanting to do the live action Spider-Verse. I was pumped about it, but my thing was, if Kevin Feige is not going to be involved at all, like how good is it really going to be? And now that we know that it seems like they've at least kind of mended, you know, fences, they fixed some shit, worked some shit out. I'm really pumped to see what they do with it. And I got a question for you on that note. There's rumors of Tom Hardy's Venom being involved.
I've heard that.
Now, my question to you is, do you want to see Tom Hardy's Venom as or in the MCU, or do you want him to stay separate from and just be in its own contained Spider-Verse?
Okay, well, considering that technically we only got one movie
right
to go off of
so far. Yep.
So far, I don't dislike that movie. I don't dislike Tom Hardy.
Got you.
So I don't see any problem with it like merging. I think when it really comes down to it is, if they do that, who is writing that story? Who is directing that movie? Who is producing it? You know what I'm saying? Is it Sony?
Word, I got you.
Those are the questions I think when it really comes down to it. I don't have no problem with the actors or the properties. It's really what they do with it. So
yeah,
if they can do something that makes sense and it goes along, because I mean, we're all excited for Battle World and Secret Wars and stuff like that. But it's like, if they merge and then they're doing this multiverse thing, how do they merge where Venom and Spider-Man meet? You know what I'm saying? Is he meeting him for the first time as he is, or are they refreshing it and doing it to where somehow now Venom, he met him at Secret Wars? You know what I'm saying? Like,
got you. Okay,
there's still too much, I guess, air in there to try to make a cohesive answer. But as far as just plainly having them merge as they are, no, I had no problem with that. I mean, if they make it, like I said, they make it make sense. That's the only thing. You know, is Madam Web pulling him, hey, Venom is in this universe, he's about to go crazy. You know, are they doing it like they did in the 90s cartoon, how she just popped up out of nowhere and he had a threat? He had to go through trials though. Yeah. He didn't just get sent off to Secret Wars, you know what I'm saying? Right. So that could be the explanation that they have for why he's jumping from the Marvel universe into the Sony verse, because that verse needs that Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? So hey, Venom's over here, Carnage is over here, they're about to tear up New York, whatever the case. We need to prepare you for the future. Blah, here you go. And now he's in no doubt. Then he meets Miles Morales. He gets Miles Morales trained up, get him ready, because he can't stay in that verse. He belongs in the other verse. You know what I'm saying? So now he trains him to be in the Sony verse. Now you got Miles Morales in the Sony verse. And you got two Spider-Men, totally different Spider-Men, but aware of each other in an all cohesive manner. I feel it makes so much sense me saying it right now. That's what they should do, period. Feige, hit me up.
Got you. No doubt. No doubt. He said, say, man, why don't you share them contacts, man? I told you I'm trying to get in. I'm trying to get in one of them MCU movies, man.
Can't do it, man.
I just want to be an extra, bro. That's all.
I mean, you heard you was there in the meeting when I even asked Josh. Josh will tell you, man. Can't do it, man.
Can't do it, man.
Can't do it, man. Well, sorry, man.
I need
Josh broke up right now.
I'm gonna need Josh to get a couple of Nerve Avengers to be working on them changes. They need y'all to work on the changes, man. But yeah, man, it's like, you know, the Spider-Verse thing, you know, the Spider-Verse popping up, everything is, you know, cameos and appearances and everything else. And we was talking about, you know, the way how we want to see Spider-Man and have it mimicking the 90s cartoon. It's a lot of 90s talk out here these days. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of talk about the 90s, a lot of talk about throwbacks, man, and shows, man.
Most definitely. Speaking of, I just got some breaking news. I'm going to see if maybe the home Godfather out there reporting He could probably give us a little more information on it, but apparently some She-Hulk news just broke. So,
Okay.
God, if you're paying attention, I'm gonna see if I can hit you up.
Yeah, man.
Drop us an
Hit
info
him
link.
back on the two-way real quick, man, and find out what we got.
But I had a question for you.
Okay.
Real fast. Doing this. Do you think that they would even be pushing this hard to have any kind of extended verse now if DC didn't come out with any kind of news on what they were doing?
So I think so. I think that Feige's end game, if you will, say it was that he was building towards a multiverse. Like that was just now. I don't know how grandiose his plans were or no shit like that.
Right.
But I think what happened was, as always seems to happen in these situations, at least in my opinion, DC came out and said, well, we're doing this. And Feige was like, all right, well, I'll see your multiverse and I'll raise you 10. So now he's turning it up on them boys. So I think he always had this in mind. I think there are seeds planted without the entire Infinity Saga that lets you know that's where they're building towards. You know what I'm saying? And this was always gonna be the plan, but now, like, he's turned up the heat on that shit. So now Feige's like, okay, we can't just be satisfied with doing a multiverse. We've got to do a multiverse, and we've got to do it in such a way that it blows people away to the point where anything that DC puts out after the fact, it's not gonna measure up.
Right.
So that's what I think. What about you though? Do you think it was planned?
I think that they were planning something.
Okay.
Already. Okay. And I think the fact that they were talking about doing any kind of multiversal anything galvanized DC to be like, yo, I mean, I know we did this on TV, but he can't punk us twice. Okay. I guess they probably saw this as their opportunity to play. Like I told you, remember I was telling you, they don't need to play catch up. They just need to pick the right moment and just go from there. So I think that's what they did. They saw this as an opportunity and they was like, bam, this is what we're doing with our multiverse. And then Feige saw that and all the news and traction that we were giving them, fuck what everybody else talk about. Mm-hmm. And they was like, yo, the Den of Nerds was like, we ain't doing shit. They over here kicking us. So they was like, all right, let's drop sprinkle, sprinkle, baby, sprinkle, sprinkle. And boom, there we go. Now we got a nice, healthy competition that we're all in love with.
Yeah, but my question though, man, and again, I hate to be that guy, but like, is it competition yet?
Is it what?
Is it really a competition yet?
Is it competition yet? Okay, so as far as competition in like cinematics as what we've gotten, you can't say nothing. They're like neck and neck. And you want to know why? Because we haven't gotten anything from either of them. And now that Marvel is at a year's point, I mean, at a year, man, I mean, we're all, even the people, we did the whole saga, Infinity Saga during the quarantine, okay? Did the whole Infinity Saga.
Yeah.
And we still held on hope till now. And this whole year is almost done. You know what I'm saying? It's already a year.
Yeah,
so
but I mean, like,
negative, but as far as linear facts, DC and Marvel, they're good in advertising right now.
Okay, so I'm gonna disagree with you just a little bit, and it's the same argument that I had when my man Josh was flipping out over the Batman trailer and all of that. It was, I get that DC is hot right now, but all you gotta do is check Marvel's credit report, man. Like, how many billion-dollar movies has the MCU spit out? Like, they lapped DC, bruh. Like, they lapped them. And so I feel like DC is still trying to catch up to what Marvel already has established. So it's not to say that, it's not to poo-poo on what they're doing at all, man. Like, I love everything, but it's like we have actual factual evidence of the greatness of Kevin Feige. You know what I'm saying? Like, we already have Infinity War. We already have Endgame. We got BVS and Justice League. I'm just saying. That's it.
I'm gonna say a little something that's not, I'm not trying to change your mind or anybody's.
Okay.
Maybe shift your perspective a little bit. back in the day, music,
Okay.
songs.
Okay.
They were about what?
You talking my language, so what you got?
They were about what? Like 5 minutes long, 5:30 if it was really good.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Hey, music, songs. They like what? 3 minutes?
Okay.
Sometimes the song is as short as 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
People enjoy it. People's attention span are very short nowadays, okay? There's been a whole year where we've got nothing but rumors and waiting for something to come.
Okay.
They are neck and neck in advertising right now.
Oh, advertising without question. Like advertising.
They ain't
Yes.
the movie. I can't say that Venom and whoever the hell came up with that title, was it Let There Be Carnage? Like, come on. Okay. I can't say nothing about the Eternals. I can't say nothing about the Batman. Can't say nothing about nothing other than the fact that the trailers and the rumors coming out look and sound dope. That's all I can say after a whole year.
Word. I feel
that's
you,
my
man.
point.
I got you.
Now,
Point
if they
taken.
drop something, then I'll be like, okay, all that established bullshit that you just brought up, I'll be like, yeah, you 100% right. But right now, everything's on shaky ground. So I'm just a better balance act.
So you saying what you're saying effectively is that 2020 just wiped everything before 2020 off the table because we ain't even worried about it.
How if 2020 is just going to up and disappear, it's going to have to take some things with it. Nothing is without consequence.
Well, yeah, I know. I feel that. But what I'm saying is, how does the 19, 20, 25, 30 movies that Feige put out under the MCU, how do you
in a short amount of time? I give my man credit for that. Like
that's what I'm saying. Like this man put together like a catalog of movies in like what, a 10-year span that like most producers probably don't have in their catalog, bro. Like that's what's so crazy. And it's like, I get, that we're not talking about yesterday. We're not talking about, what happened way back when, but Endgame was not that long ago, man. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I know that. Let me say this so that we all on the same page. 2020 has been a long ass year. 2020 just felt like a half a damn decade.
I was about to say 2020 at least 5 years. I was just about to say
that. Well, you know how it goes. He know how it go with us anyway, right? You know how this go. We already thinking the same shit. But that's what I'm saying. Like it's been a half damn decade already. So I can see how people are quick to forget that what DC is building, Feige already got the foundation laid. Like Feige's done. So, well, not done, but I mean, like he's the beginning. He's already exactly. He's chilling. He on the beach with a Corona or something. You know what I'm saying? Doing his Snoop thing, talking to Bad Bunny or something like that. I don't know, but
and Cardi B.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Oh, don't even get me started. Right. But that's what I'm just saying it from that perspective, man. Like I love everything I'm hearing coming out of DC, but with DC, it's a little bit more if you're gonna have to show me something, as opposed to with, you know what I'm saying, Kevin Feige, and with the MCU, it's like, okay, let's see if you can top what you've already done. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying about it.
Right. I mean, it's a well-deserved cool down, if anything, for Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
Most definitely. Maybe they didn't feel like they needed it, pumping them out as often as they were, and tried to maybe, like I said, there's ups and downs to everything that happened. And I saw earlier from E = MCU ain't lying about what he just said. 2020 lied to us. 2020.
Yeah.
Totally hurt my heart.
2020 is gonna be one of them years if we make it through this motherfucker. Let's just say that first. If we make it through this motherfucker, it's gonna be one of them years that if somebody even get ready to say 2020, you're just gonna knock the shit out of them. Like,
right?
We don't speak of that year in this house.
Don't even say little watch. Don't even say little clock.
Like you can't even say 20 and 20. Nope, I don't even want to hear. You can't even tell me your vision is 2020. I'm gonna knock the shit out of you.
Right, we're gonna upgrade 21 now.
Yeah, that's for real. We're gonna upgrade it because we don't want shit to do with 2020. Heck yeah.
What's up with you, Steve? I see you popping in there. Social distance warrior. What's good?
What's good, y'all? What's good?
All y'all popping up in here.
But yeah, man,
October long. So's that beer you was drinking.
So that's what's up. So did we get any details on the She-Hulk business?
I didn't see. He did drop something, but I don't know. Maybe somebody sniped it already because it's not for me.
All good. Well, I think you know what I'm saying.
You know what? I'm a boomer in a bit. I figured it out.
Oh, see, look at this, man. You
So
can't give a nerve injury technology. You
hey,
would think, but no.
sipping on gin and purple juice.
Laid back.
Not even drink, just juice this time. But let me skim this over real quick, and like I always do, leave you with another question.
Okay.
Do you think all this is too soon? Like this is too much too soon? All this Spider-Man, Batman, everybody coming out. I saw someone earlier said something like maybe they can get a multiverse with Lou Ferrigno. They show that Hulk again. Like you think all this is just right? You say you think it's just too much? Like a reboot.
It's
Like,
I
it's
want to
90s
say it's the trend. It's the trend, right? Like I feel like the whole multiverse or universe building is going to become the trend. Like everybody, I mean, and everybody was already kind of doing it as it is, because you already had what Fast and Furious did, like a whole try to do a universe and spin off with Hobbs and Shaw and all of that kind of nonsense. You know, it was like which that was a dope movie though. I can't lie, but
yeah.
But I mean, it's like you got that. You know, now the Matrix is talking about doing the same thing, man.
Yeah,
it's like everybody's gonna be trying to build a universe, and the thing that I find to be really interesting about it, right, is if you take that and you couple that with the news from Disney this week about them, you know, restructuring and trying to eliminate some hurdles so that they can go direct to digital without having to acquiesce to movie theaters and you know, the cable television networks and whatnot. Like, the question I have is, are we going to start seeing these tentpole universes from different content providers? And is that going to be the next turf war? Like, back in the day, it was like, oh, well, I got to go to this channel to get this show, or I want to watch this sport. I can only see it on this. Like, is this going to be what it is with now they're going to, you know, basically force us to choose between Hulu, Netflix, Disney Plus, and like really draw the line in the sand? Because like right now, the pricing for that stuff is still to a point where you can, if you cut the cord completely, you pretty much, if you got all of them paying about the same, maybe a little bit less than you was paying for cable.
Yeah.
But what's going to happen when all of this stuff all this premium content start dropping digitally, as opposed to it being, you know, big time movie releases, or even if they do something where it's in conjunction? Like, I could see a situation where you start looking at your pocketbook and you like, damn, like I got to make some choices. Like,
right.
I don't know if it's going to be the boys this season. Like, I might have to wait on that.
Nah, I just lean on them uncles and aunties. You be like, yo.
Oh, well, you know how Nerve Engines do it.
How I gave you that Netflix password.
Hey, look, you know how Nerve Engines do it. We always going to find a way, man.
Oh yeah,
we always going to find a way. We going to make that happen.
That's what we do.
That's what Nerve Engines do, baby. But you know, all this talk about throwbacks and everything else, man, like it's gotten me laughing, because we were talking about this, you know, a couple days ago. Like, even with TV, it seems like everybody want to go back, and particularly back to the 90s. Like, yeah, all these shows, man. So what is that? What is that about, man? How do you feel about?
I feel like since 2018, like they've been kind of trying to prep 2020 to be the new 90s in a way.
In a way, something like, right? I mean, like,
yeah.
And you know, just to kind of, we're gonna transition, bring the projector up just for a hot second. But you know, just from the standpoint of looking at it, and just when you stop and you look at what all's coming out, like, let's just take a look at some of these shows that are either on their way back or have already come back.
Right.
Like here's one, Dexter. Now, the last episode of Dexter was what, 2013, and you know, 7-year hiatus, and now they talking about making a 10 episode revival, which we all know what that is. That's let's see if we still have an audience for this, and then keep it rolling.
I mean, I hear some people do. I hear some people still talk about it, still watch it.
Oh yeah, man. I thought it was. I didn't watch the whole series, but I caught a few seasons here, and it was all right, man. Like,
yeah, same. But
here's the $1 million question for the chat and for you. I give 1 million points. What's the best thing to come out of Dexter?
What's the best thing to come out of Dexter? You want me to answer?
What was the best thing to come out of Dexter?
Somebody in the chat, I'll give y'all another million if y'all could help me out with this one, because I really
come on, man. Somebody from the chat help my man out.
Somebody from the chat, because I ain't really watched that. You know what I'm saying? Like I did catch a few. I think I finished season 1 and 2.
Well, we get anybody? Nobody in the Nerd Avenger 2-way got nothing.
Got the Godfather. He said blood.
You could say blood.
I don't know, man.
Man, the best. Come on, man.
Mike, I didn't watch the show.
See,
Eagles. You ain't watched
nobody
Dexter.
watched Dexter. See, and then look, people
more than I watched Dexter.
People gonna see that. People gonna hear it, and then they're gonna be like, "Oh, is that where that came from?" Because that's exactly the way I felt. And this is somebody I used to watch Dexter a little bit, and I didn't even realize this was from it. But
tell it.
Surprise, motherfucker! Like that was the most hilarious shit ever. That damn meme and that gift that was everywhere. And then I find out, I'm like, oh, I watched Dexter and didn't even see that episode. It was just hilarious to me, man. But what else? So what other shows? I know some of our fans might be happy for this one. You know what I'm saying?
Where's Pennsylvania when you need them?
Oh man,
they're actually going. And so look. So now they're going to reboot Conan again. And still, we have not gotten a He-Man movie. If you go look it up on YouTube, there's a like a little mini documentary about it. Somebody took the time.
Mm-hmm.
It's been like 25 years
and
that they've actually made scripts for He-Man, okay? Picked out actors. You could go Google it right now. There was supposed to be a movie that I think was supposed to come out this year for He-Man.
Man.
But they're rebooting Conan. Like,
hey man,
I don't know. I don't get it. Like, I like He-Man. I like He-Man more than I like Conan. That's not to say I don't like Conan. I don't like as much Captain Pennsylvania does.
Well, all I know is Peter Pennsylvania is probably happy as hell.
Peter Pennsylvania. He
probably mad. He probably dancing like Spidey down here on the After Dark symbol, knowing they got a Conan reboot coming. my man probably hype live at 5 right now, man. So yeah, I mean they saying Conan coming back. What? Look at this. Proud Family talking about coming back. That's a 15-year hiatus, man. That show went off in 2005, and they talking about bringing Proud Family back. Like, were you a Proud Family fan? Did you get on Proud Family like that?
I've watched it, and it was actually a pretty funny show. But it wasn't like one of those gripping shows. You know what I mean? Like, it didn't really get my attention to the point where I'm like, oh, they canceled that? Like, why they canceled? Like,
right.
It had its run to me.
Gotcha.
And that was it. But it was funny. I ain't gonna lie. It was a pretty funny show.
Yeah, no, I didn't watch a single episode.
I'm sure.
Now, here's an interesting one for me. So
okay,
now
Punk's bringing this back,
and we remember Punk. Punk was funny, and apparently the relaunch is going to have Chance the Rapper as the host. That's interesting. That's interesting. I just don't see him in that realm, like in that role, like as even hosting that. Like, who is he gonna be punking? That's gonna be that's the funny thing. Like, that's what made Punked was hilarious.
Okay, Punked was originally done by Ashton Kutcher, and he pretty much just sat in the booth and just pretty much told.
Pretty much, he was the one came out and told them they got punked.
Right. Yeah. So Chance the Rapper, I could totally see him doing that after being on that one. Was it the Netflix show with the rappers?
Yeah. You're right.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I mean, just sitting back in the chair and laughing. Yeah, I could see him doing that.
Yeah, no doubt. Coming out. Yep.
Not hard at all. To me, it's like, okay, they're bringing back Punk and they got Chance the Rapper. I think that's like again, turn of the century thing. They're trying to reach out to the young.
Oh yeah, of course,
kids, because Punked is overdue. It's not overdue. Excuse me. It's overdone in a way because you got Impractical Jokers.
Yeah, man. That's it.
Shows that spun from Punked in the first place. So definitely. I don't know for us.
Yeah, man. I feel you on that.
What's up, Al? Mr. Anderson. So what's up, old
Mr.
Al
Anderson? What's good?
Old school Al and lavish.
Oh, well, you know how it is, man. Just another day, man. I'm out here surviving, living, trying to thrive, to stay alive like
Right.
the Bee Gees.
Get
You
y'all
know,
to do some changes for us.
working on them. We working on them changes.
Working on it. We are
Now,
working on it.
here's one that could damn near send me into a rage. I don't know how many people go back with me on this, but they're remaking Ghost Rider. Now, I don't know if you was, I'm creeping up on 38. So I got a tad bit of mileage, just a little bit. This was like what? When did the original Ghost Rider that aired? Did they tell us here?
Tell me.
That was
You might
like
tell me about this.
early to mid 90s. So this was a PBS show. It was about a group of kids in New York that basically came into contact with this ghost, that the only way it could communicate with the kids was by manipulating letters from books and on TV screens, computer screens, or whatnot. He changed the letters around to give them some kind of message and send them on some kind of a mystery kind of type deal. They got to go solve a mystery. He's giving them clues, and it was, for the time, it was dope as hell. Like it was a dope kids show. Came on PBS. It was so good. I had my youngest daughter is actually hooked on it. We watched, I had her watch, she got hooked and wanted to watch every damn episode. So I went and dug in the archives and found them, and we ended up watching the whole thing together, man. A really dope show, but this is an abomination to me, man.
I can be honest with you, man. I've never heard of this show ever.
Bro, like it's
Ghost Rider. I thought you was talking about like Marvel.
No.
But
See, and that's the thing, like, because that's when the show, when I heard about the show when I was a kid, that's what I thought it was. Because I didn't pay attention that it was Ghost Rider or not Rider or whatever. I was like, oh snap, they doing Ghost Rider on PBS, and I'm like, no, I don't think this is it. These kids is walking around with pins around their neck and writing in books and shit. This ain't what I was expecting. But it was classic, man. Like classic kid entertainment. And
oh, hold on, man. See Whiskey Steve in there with the $4.99 Super Two-Way.
oh
He
yes,
said, I just turned dirty 30. Can I get a birthday shout out from the After OGs? Well, happy
What?
motherfucking birthday. Whiskey,
HBD, man.
happy
Bro,
birthday, man.
Enjoy your
Dirty
birthday, man.
Right.
30.
Enjoy it.
30. Woo. Man, I remember.
my day.
Look.
See?
Boy. You know what I'm
everybody,
saying?
it's good. What kind of emojis you want for your birthday? Pick an emoji, Whiskey Steve. Okay, any emoji, and pop it in the chat. And I want the chat to say happy birthday and pop them emojis in for my man.
Yeah, show my man Whiskey Steve some love, y'all.
Show my man some love.
Happy
My man
birthday
Whiskey
for real, brother. Salute, man.
been around for a minute. He a true nerve venger.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He's
Totally
what they call a real one.
right. Like you know how they got the original Avengers. You know what I'm saying? Like Vision and them. He's one of them.
OG, triple OG, triple. Mm-hmm. But yeah, man, Ghost Rider hurt my heart, brother. Like I can't believe they remaking this, man. And this is a shock. Like,
and was this Fuller House or the Fullest House?
This is Saved by the Bell. Now,
It's Saved by the Bell.
Now I don't know why they put this college years photo up and not the OG. Now I'm look, I can't lie. I probably know a little bit more. I think I know a little more about Saved by the Bell than I probably should. But I used to watch that religiously, like every morning before school, bro. Like every morning. I remember it came on Superstation TBS at 6:05 and 6:35. I would damn near miss the bus trying to catch that last episode. But
right.
That's one of those shows that might need to stay back then. Like,
see, I don't know, man. Are they rebooting it completely? Is it a complete reboot?
They're bringing back. So from what I understand, man, Elizabeth Berkley and Mario Lopez are gonna come back. Now, I had heard that it was possible that like Zach and Kelly supposedly with like their kid was supposed to be in the show or something like that. Like that it was gonna focus around Zach and Kelly's kid and all this other craziness, man. But this is not a show that I want to see, man, because here's why. Saved by the Bell back in the day, it was one of those, it was one of those shows that they try to hit you with a message. and it was always some kind of moral to it,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
I don't look. I'm just gonna say this way. I don't want to see something special about the struggles of remote learning. I'm just keeping it. I'm gonna keep it. I told you we keep it 100 on the show. I don't want to see no kid stressing the hell out because they can't log on the third period. Like that's just not
extreme first world problems.
You know what I'm saying, man? Like what kind of stuff? Like,
well, I see from the two-way from Chrysazian, he says it's not a reboot, it's a new class. And see, he said Zach is the principal or something now.
Okay.
And Screech is in jail. Are you fucking with me? I mean, he might be in jail though.
Hey,
we all know.
Look, Screech was about that life. Like it was.
Screech, he grew up and started pimping.
Screech, for real. Like
he was not.
I was like, say time out, bro. Like what happened, man? Like I can't even be mad at him though. I can't even be mad at him.
So yeah, see, but that's the problem I have right now. Then, so it's like, okay, with these elements in it for Saved by the Bell. What I like the most about Saved by the Bell, one of the things that I like that everybody has to agree is the Zach Morris power to be able to just freeze time. Okay, and in any practical power question, when that comes up, that is like one of the few things that people bring up: Zach Morris power, freeze power. Yes. So it's like, how are we doing these stories? Like I said, I feel you. You know, I don't want to see no. You know, I can't log on to my college campus to do my homework type deal. But it's like, are they gonna? Is it Zach's kid, and now he's got the same kind of freeze power? Is it just some new class, and then someone's the Zach Morris of the class? Like,
right? That's what I'm saying.
The show worked because of the characters. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just bring in a whole new thing and think that that's just gonna fly.
So one of the things that I'm starting to have to accept, right, is that these remakes are not made for me. They are not remaking Saved by the Bell for us. They're trying to appeal to kids,
right?
And what they deal with now. Now they're using, or they'll try to call back, hoping that they can loop in some of the old school, fans of the show. But the stuff I feel like the subject matter that they'll be talking about will be stuff that like you and I can't co-sign. It's the type of shit that we just don't rock with.
Right, I feel you.
And so maybe from the standpoint of somebody younger, it's gonna be entertaining. But I can't help but start thinking about like the episode back in the day where Jesse was pressured about the test and was popping caffeine pills. Like,
right.
What is the translation of that now? Like,
now,
you know what I'm saying? Like kids popping Molly and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like kids is out here. These kids going out here on benders for like the weekend. It's like, nah, man. Like it's crazy. Or like when the one where Zach got like where they snuck in the club. Like they all had to sleep over and they went to the club. Like that's like. What club they going to right now?
I feel like it's too real now.
It's too right. I'm saying it's now. Like that's exactly life. Shit done got too real these days.
Yeah,
to be trying to put it in those sitcom type shit. Like no, these kids is out here. Some of these little, I'm just gonna say some of these little motherfuckers is hard. Like they out here rough. Some of these little heathens is out here, and I'm like, I ain't got nothing for them. I'm like, you motherfuckers need Jesus.
Right.
Like, that's crazy, man.
I was
and that's coming from
and that's my mom's watching this one.
Yeah.
But I got my fair share of stuff when I was just as young as 11, 12, 13. And I even look at the kids nowadays and I'm like, this is not none of the shit that I went through. It's like even I look at it now and I'm like, my shit's almost mild sauce. What you just said,
you know what I'm saying? Like, or as a parent, the one for me is like what's crazy for me is like how much faster they're dealing with certain shit that I didn't deal with. Like I'm dealing with stuff with my teenagers. And I'm like, man, I didn't have these problems till I was like in my like late teens, 20s. Like I was out the damn house. And now I'm dealing with this. Like, no, Like I don't want to see that on
Mike Porter here. He said, if we're rebooting everything, I want a Three Stooges show reboot with superpowers. Mo could be Batman, Larry could be Flash, and Curly could be the overweight Superman.
You know what? There might be some legs with that. That might work.
Granted.
That might work. We need to talk to somebody. Somebody get Kevin Feige on the phone.
Totally granted.
What else we got, man? What else they telling us about?
What else we got? What are you thinking back? What is this?
Battlestar Galactica.
Do we have any Battlestar Galactica fans?
Anybody? Bueller?
I mean,
I don't.
The funniest thing the thing that I liked the most about Battlestar Galactica was when it was mentioned in Family Guy.
There you go.
Very end. It's like, now we're watching Battlestar Galactica for him.
What else we got?
With the kids thing.
I know, right? Now here's one. Talk about taking it back. Right? Punky
That's
Brewster. Now this was just before me. Like 84, I was only 2, so I didn't know too much about no Punky Brewster back. But it's supposed to be a grown-up version. Now here's another thing I have a problem with. And I'm gonna go on a tangent for a second. This was 1984, right? Why the hell this picture in black and white? The 80s wasn't that damn long ago, man. Stop trying to make these kids feel like us 80s babies is some damn dinosaurs.
I mean, but I guess the content of the show probably fit.
Maybe. I don't even know what the show's about, so I don't know.
Right, I was about to say, I think Punky, was it Punky Brewster? I think it's been redone so many times. It's one of those things that if you actually look at it, it's been around since like 1930. So that's probably why this picture is black and white.
Yeah,
there's a possibility, but it's an adaptation or something. There's always some kind of.
It's always something.
Somebody's always going back in time somewhere.
Now, can we just stop real quick before we even get to this show and appreciate this man's outfit? Like, don't this look like it came from the Teddy Riley guideline circa 1989? Like, could you see them just roll out jam? Like, come on, man.
That's all you can do in that.
That's all you can do. But here's the crazy thing. And this is what blows my mind. In the late 80s, early 90s, cats was going to the club in this, bruh. Like, you know how much funk and sweat you had coming out of a club?
Right.
When you wearing a 3-piece like this, man.
I mean, look at the Whispers.
Yeah,
they was over there jamming and dancing in suits. Clean too.
Man, I swear the Whispers look like all 5 of my uncles out there on
I know at least 2 of them niggas, they had twins.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, this is ridiculous. They was out there. But no, Nash Bridges, my man. Don Johnson. They bringing Nash Bridges back.
Oh, wow, okay.
Like,
I mean, they brought back Miami Vice and MacGyver, so.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It was only a matter of time.
Yeah. And then,
which, you know what? I have to give MacGyver some credit because I know the old show for what it wasn't that bad. And the new one, I watched a few episodes. And of course, you know, when they reboot something, they always got to pay homage to the old stuff. So
right.
They did that and all, but it's got like 4 seasons. I didn't really think it would last that long, to be honest. I thought like maybe after season 2, because they rebooted Charlie's Angels for the TV show. And that didn't last a season. Matter of fact, they didn't like Charlie's Angels so much. They just pulled it. They didn't even let it finish the first season.
Right.
Like,
sometimes, man, look, I applaud studios and production companies that are not afraid to admit when they shit is trash. Like, when you know you put out garbage, don't try to stretch out that whole first season. Like, if that pilot drop, y'all pick it up, start drilling, the viewership start trailing off, just going on and cut the cord. Like, don't suck me in for a whole season and then tell me you're gonna cancel this trash ass.
Yeah,
like that's what bothers me, because it's like, you ever watch something that's so bad that you have to get to the end to see if it pays off?
Batwoman.
Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Like, movies that are so bad or shows that are so bad that you like, I can't stop watching this now. I done already dedicated a good portion of my life to this shit. I got to see this through. Like, no, don't even do me like that, man. Just let us know. Nah, it didn't work out. We gonna cut it. Now, this is something I don't know anything about Gossip Girl. You know anything about Gossip Girl? Nah, I don't. Here's one.
See how I didn't answer because I don't gossip. So
No, yeah, there you go. Now here's one. Making the Band. Making the Band back.
I mean, they need to. We need to start interviewing these people that we decide to give our money to entertain us when it comes to rapping and all this stuff. Because I'm tired of mumble rappers. Okay, I don't pay to hear how it would sound if you mashed vowels together. Okay,
man, look,
like
we can have that conversation. It'd take a whole After Dark show if we was gonna talk about the evolution or de-evolution of hip hop and music in general. I'm boy, look, we just gonna say making a band. I'm with it. I'm
right.
Yeah. Now this one they've already dropped, I believe. Mad About You. They've already redone this one, and now this is an example of a show. And again, this is not when you watch this. I saw this because I think it's on like Spectrum or something like that. But it was like I caught either a commercial or a clip. Age did not treat neither one of these fine people well.
Later, Lucas.
Like later, man. Like they did not. You look and it's like, ooh, the years have not been kind. And that's the thing, man. It's like I don't really know if this is when you go. Not everything needs to be brought back.
No,
not everything needs to be brought back.
Total reach, man. The Sandman need to come out on this.
Yeah, man. With Charm. Now look at this. Charm.
Okay, so I don't watch Charmed, but my mom loves Charmed, and they already rebooted this.
That's what I was gonna say. The old one or the new one?
This is from what I'm looking at.
This got to be the new one.
The old one.
No, that's got to be the new one because I watched the old one. I ain't gonna lie.
Hold on.
Alyssa Milano was in the old one.
Okay, yeah, no, this is the new one.
Yeah, that's got to be the new one because I remember watching the old one, man.
And yeah, I mean, I had a friend of mine. She was watching it, and she was telling me about it. And just from what she was telling me about it, I actually not only did I predict the rest of the episode that she was watching, but I predicted the next 2 episodes that she was gonna watch.
Yes, and
I was completely spot on. So it's I don't know if it's the same dude or what, but if you like the old Charmed, you probably like the new one. If you didn't like the old Charmed, you're just gonna laugh at the fact that they rebooted it.
I used to watch a show with my wife, man, and she hated me because I would sit there, and within 5 minutes, I would tell her the whole damn plot.
Right.
And this particular show was CSI Miami. CSI Miami had a format that did not falter. They didn't stray from that shit one bit. It was like, you're going to get an intro, somebody going to get shot, and within 7 minutes, Horatio is going to look at the camera and do this, hit you with a line, and there go the damn intro. And then they going to spend the next 40 minutes trying to get you to think that somebody else is guilty, and it's going to be the person that everybody thought it was supposed to be in the whole damn time.
Right, yeah.
I'm like,
the first person
yeah.
you saw the first place.
It's like, how does this entertain you? Like, I know what the hell is going to happen right now, but
every single time.
Every time. Now, one show that they, I think we good here with throwbacks, but there's one that's not on the list that you and I talked about, and that is The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Right. Yeah.
Now, I don't know if anybody knows this, but Will Smith, if you correct me if I'm wrong, Lav, is supposed to be producing the reboot, and it's supposed to be more dramatized, right? Not necessarily a sitcom.
I believe Morgan Cooper probably has like the lead on the producing.
Okay.
Producing into that. But Will Smith is supposed to like be collabing. And he is a producer of sorts. So when you see producers, his name should be listed. But yeah, pretty much Will Smith. When Morgan Cooper came out with that trailer, I believe it was last year.
Yes.
It's got like 7.5 million views so far.
Yeah,
and I even seen it and I was like, yeah, that's awesome. And Will Smith was like, yeah, that's a brilliant idea. So I believe it's getting picked up by HBO Max.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And they're supposed to be we haven't got a definite date yet. I think smart deal on that would probably be them wait till like 2021 sometime, and they'll probably boot that up. So I see that coming out in about like I said, a few months. But yeah, it's supposed to be like a what it says is it's like a take on being a black man in today's society.
Got you.
So
Got you.
where they'll exactly pick that up, I'm not exactly sure. Like year, like lineage. I mean, even if it is like today,
Mm-hmm.
it's still supposed to have the same kind of nostalgic feel. So it's like he's still West Philadelphia,
Yeah.
still bullied, moves,
Mm-hmm.
Bel-Air. But probably like the experiences that he has like going to the campus might be different.
Yeah.
I don't know if it could be because like Fresh Prince was geared to be a family fun show, like funny.
Right.
This is going to be on HBO Max. There's a good chance that it'll be more of a real life grounded show that is sitcom laugh. So it's still going to be great. I think it will be. Seeing it from a more grounded perspective, I think it'd be great.
I'm going to be cautiously optimistic about it. You know what I'm saying? And that's only because when inevitably when you tie like an old beloved movie or franchise, when you reboot that, there are certain moments, there are certain scenes, there's certain episodes. Okay, got you. Yeah, but there are certain moments, there's certain scenes that you recall from that particular piece of content that like take you back. You know what I'm saying? Like with the Fresh Prince, I'm sure everybody's got, everybody that watched the Fresh Prince got their own favorite episode, their own favorite. I remember when I watched the episode where, his biological dad came back and then dipped on him and he was like, how come you don't want me, man? Like everybody, like you have, it's like those feelings, that nostalgia really tugs on your heartstrings. So it's like, I'm glad that this is going to be kind of a dramatized thing because I don't want to see them, like it's kind of like what we were saying with Saved by the Bell. I don't want to see them rehashing these same problems with a modern spin. I want to see you take that base concept and really expand and grow it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me the same premise, but do it without feeling like you have to stay within the lines of what the original was.
You're already right. You already taking something that's already been done, so it's not an original idea, but at least give it an original spin to make it an
exactly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That right there.
Right.
And I think one of the things, or one of the particular pieces of content, if you will, that I think nails this is Mortal Kombat.
Yes.
Just to make a quick pivot. That shit, bruh, I don't know. Like, just let me get some fire emojis in the chat on that 2-way. If you still play Mortal Kombat today. Like how many Nerve Avengers is on that MK11?
I'll probably tell you right now, if we at least had more women here, like those fire emojis would have came up the moment you mentioned Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat is the number one game that any woman will tell you that they will kick your ass in, whether you like it or not. Okay?
Right.
If they can smash or what, they'd be like, "Oh, what? You talk? I bet you I beat your ass in Mortal Kombat. I bet
facts.
you." Like
big
number one.
Always.
Today, to this day.
Always.
And they might win too.
Always. My wife told me the same shit all the time. She's like, I could play Mortal Kombat. I'm like, no, you can't.
Right.
No, you can mash some buttons. And
the only game that exists
right. Like
available to women.
Like that was
like
it.
Exclusive.
That
gave
was
women
it.
Mortal Kombat.
that was it. I'm like, nah, man. There's levels to this.
Right.
There's levels to this.
They be good at it though.
Oh yeah.
Look at Bashti. Bashti gave so many fire Bashti. She gonna set the chat on fire.
Because let's be real, man. Mortal Kombat was like the button master's dream. Like,
yes,
you can get on MK and be like spamming the shit out of buttons and do a scorpion spear and be like, "Ooh, look what I did." And it's hard when you know how to eat. Like, real gamers know this. It is so hard when you playing against somebody that button mash because you trying to employ some strategy. You trying to hit them with some, and they coming with the most random, unpredictable ass shit. You didn't even know it was possible for Sub-Zero to freeze.
And the worst part is you learn the controls, okay? So you know you gotta do up, right, left, or whatever with the square, and they just button mashing and somehow hitting all the combos.
Yes.
Like, how are you doing this?
Yes.
That's what gets me.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you.
Queen button mash. See, I bet she has button mashed potatoes every morning.
That's
just to prepare.
Just to get ready. But yeah,
just
man.
To get ready.
Mortal Kombat, I think, stumbled onto something real slick, right? Because I can't remember which one I think it was like maybe when they started rebooting Mortal Kombat and they did, Mortal Kombat 9 and then Mortal Kombat X, they started doing these guest characters. You know what I'm saying? And then when they started fucking with DC and Warner Brothers, they started really dabbling into really stretching it out and bringing in some really crazy characters. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so, like when we take a look here, for example, like you got your Mortal Kombat cast, but then they hit you with people like so now you want me to tell you how old I am, huh? we just gonna. I was born in 22. How about that?
I say you gonna tell me real age or your baby?
Oh man, no. But that's what I'm saying. Like you get the T800 in Mortal Kombat now, man, and it's with the graphics and the technology you got. It's like photorealistic. They get the original actors to come do their voice and shit. And it's like a big kid's dream, because you like finally get to actually see what Terminator can do against the likes of like Scorpion and Sub-Zero and shit like that. Man.
Right.
So it's crazy because they got like my man.
It's the distinguished version too.
What's that?
It's the distinguished version.
Yeah, exactly. The distinguished version. I mean, right. or then they hit you with something like this, man, and this is crazy. Like you get look at Spawn, man. Like
right now, I ain't even going front. I think I was salty once upon a time because I believe Spawn was on Soul Calibur.
Okay.
And Soul Calibur was a Xbox exclusive game.
Mm-hmm.
No, excuse me. It wasn't Xbox exclusive, but remember they were doing they had certain characters that were
exclusives. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they got Spawn on Xbox. So like right now that we got Spawn in Mortal Kombat, like I'm really teeter-tottering on like, hey, we all know the obvious answer, but am I gonna pay my rent or am I gonna buy what am I gonna do?
Hey man, you can't be late on that first rent with Josh, man. You know he has a zero tolerance in the tower, man.
I know. He already said we got an important meeting coming up this weekend. I'm hoping he's talking about the rents getting a little lower, but I mean, one can only hope.
Man, have you seen some of that tech Josh is working with now? Do you really think he finna drop the rent? Bruh.
How much? No, but you said it was good news, so it can't go up.
Yeah, well, you know, it might be good news for him. It might be good news for him. Shit might suck for us. You know what I'm saying?
Right. This $1.99 super chat from Whiskey Steve. He said, "Can my son Chris get a shout out? He's watching." What's up, Chris?
What's up, Chris?
All right, enjoying the show. Hope you're old enough to show. We put it that way.
There you go. Hey, he got parental supervision. He's got. Look, we said parental discretion is advised. So,
right. Viewer discretion is advised. You know how you go.
Exactly. Hit it with the deep voice, right? Exactly. Right. But I'm saying, man, voice. So the newest crop they hit us with, and I'm really psyched to get in and check them out because these are some of my favorite MK characters of all time, right? Of course, we've got the lovely Melina, and by lovely, I mean girl ugly as shit.
She been right, but she been social distancing since before it was even popular.
You know what?
Look at that.
I think that when they created Melina, they had the club in mind. Now you see where I'm going with this, right? Because we didn't all been there. Where you talking, you see a cute, lovely looking female at the club or in some place, and as soon as she opened her mouth, you like no.
Right, like Cardi B on Love and Hip Hop.
Look. I'm just saying. I'm saying like that's.
Yeah, I took it all the way back.
There you go, all the way back. But yeah, they got Melina. They got now. This one is. This is an After Dark favorite. My man, Rain Man.
Hey, Rain. Rain is my number one favorite character.
I'm telling you.
Everybody likes King, Johnny Cage. Nah, Rain.
Hey, man. Like Rain was the truth. Rain was the truth.
He had that kick, like the 360 kick.
Mm-hmm.
Just out of nowhere. Just done.
I'm saying, and then when they spruced him up, because like the original Rain was dope. Like he was cool. But then when you got to like the next gen Rain, when they did the Mortal Kombat and they actually gave him like water powers and shit, it was like, oh yeah, like this dude is the truth, man. He's the truth.
Truth, right? Exactly.
Yeah. So
that was I gotta read this.
Go ahead.
The Godfather here in the two way said, "Viewer discretion is Mike motherfucking Porter advised."
You fucking right. Yeah, you right. Damn it. Hell yeah. But now here's the one though. Here's the one, because you're talking about the throwbacks, and we was talking about bringing back 90s, or you take it all the way back to the 80s. They giving us Rambo, bruh.
Rambo, and see, that's not the distinguished version. See,
no, they took it all the way back, because they gave my man the mullet look, the whole nine, bruh. Like they took it all the way back, and
like completely back.
That's dude. So, like Rambo, man, Rambo.
We reaching. Everybody's reaching back in the day, man.
So here's the question, and this is what I wanted to get to. Give me 3 characters you want to see them drop in Mortal Kombat.
3 characters, like from anywhere.
It don't matter from where. If you could just have a dream guest appearance, don't matter who it is, who would you have them bring in?
Well, off top, of course, I got to Batman.
Okay,
they got to bring Batman.
Oh yeah,
because they already did the DC versus Mortal Kombat.
Yes, they did.
Totally bring back Batman. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure. Have they ever done any Marvel characters at all?
No, I don't think so, because they did they were doing video game characters when they first started doing it, because I remember they put Kratos in from on the PlayStation version. I can't remember who they did on the Xbox, but yeah, they've never done any DC characters. I mean, any Marvel characters. I'm sorry, Marvel
characters. Okay, so for a Marvel character, I don't know. That one's kind of. It's kind of tough. That's kind of tough. But I guess we need 2 more from me, right? This probably sounds outlandish, but I had mentioned it earlier. He-Man.
Okay.
I wonder what He-Man would do if he was in the Mortal Kombat universe.
I'm not even mad at that though. Like, I'm not even mad at He-Man though. I like that.
Like, totally. If y'all ain't gonna put him in the movie, give him his due in the game.
Word.
And I guess for my 3rd, I really want to try to pick a good Marvel character, maybe Thanos or something like that. But I feel Thanos is too cliche. Like,
yeah, I got you.
I don't think I see Thanos in the Mortal Kombat game, to be honest. But I mean, there are so many. Maybe Doctor motherfucking Doom.
Ooh,
give me Mortal Kombat Doctor Doom.
Okay.
Yes, I'm done. I'm on that. Or now I'm thinking about it, just flooding in now. Yeah, Deadpool, Wolverine.
Gotcha.
But again, I feel like those are all cliche answers, man. Give me Doctor Doom.
And you know me, I'm always trying to come off the wall with some stuff. So the first one though is kind of predictable. It's kind of somebody near and dear to me, man. I need Mr. Anderson himself, Neo. Let me see Neo in Mortal Kombat.
Neo in Mortal Kombat.
Let me see Neo in Mortal Kombat, man. Matter of fact, don't even make it Neo. Just make it Keanu Reeves and have like 3 different skins. He could be Neo, John Wick, and give me whatever, and Constantine. I don't give a damn. Like,
Constantine, or take it all the way back in Speed.
Oh my God. Yes.
One of his fatalities, he hits you with a bus.
We hit you with a bus. Yes. Matter of fact, no. What you got to do is it's got to be a scene where they cut and Dennis Hopper is at home controlling the bus.
Yeah.
And the bus come flying. Yes. Like that would be hilarious. That's one. Then you talk about going out there with it. Give me Shaquille O'Neal as Steel. Like, just put Shaq big ass in the game.
I feel like that would be as horrible as the movie was, man.
That's exactly my point. That's exactly why I'm here for it. That is exactly why I'm here for it. And then I think the last one.
It's not even being considered to be rebooted from the 90s. Like,
my God.
Like, don't know about what that mistake to happen twice at all.
Oh, man. No, not at all. And then my last one, man, just going completely out there with it. Prince. But not just any Prince. The Dave Chappelle Prince.
What are those fatalities even look like?
Like, that's a good ass question. Like, I say, like, death by pancakes. Like, this motherfucker just dropped. I'm just thinking. I don't even give a damn about the fatalities. I'm thinking about like the winning poses in the cutscene when he beat you.
Right.
He's just standing there.
That's what I was thinking. Like he can have a fatality where he twists you up into a basketball and he slam dunks you and he hangs there and then he puts his hands down.
Game.
And he just floats down. It's like
fatality. Have him standing there. This bores me.
Right. He's just floating out of nowhere.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. Just put
bitches.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, just wild the fuck out. If we gonna do it, just go get some, just wild out with it.
I see Reefer Man reviews here. He says Namor would be a good would be a good character.
Yep, I got you.
And Ryan brings up a good point. He says DC's WB too, along with Nether Realms and all that, they all control those. So I mean it makes sense.
Yeah, exactly.
But still. Boo. Mike Porter said Squirrel Girl.
Okay, Squirrel Girl, I'm with it.
Ironically, I think she's the strongest character in the MC in the Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to figure that one out, but we got Mark Claudio. He said low down, dirty shame. Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm with that.
I can totally see that. I'm gonna add one. Black Dynamite. Let's see Black.
Oh
Dynamite.
my God, dude! How did I not think of Black Dynamite? Like, yes, because he'd have to have a move where he hit you with a boomerang off screen and be like, "I threw that shit before I walked in the room." Like,
and every time he hits you, swing. The third one, your head blows up or something.
I got another one for you though. Pootie Tang.
Oh,
you gotta have Pootie Tang in Mortal Kombat, bro. Like, you wouldn't understand shit he was saying
at all.
Oh man.
Krazazian said Dave Chappelle, Rick James fatality is to slap Charlie Murphy.
He punch you in the forehead and be like, Unity.
Right. Hell no.
Oh,
Janet James said Nova. That would be a good one.
Nova.
Yeah, could totally see Nova as a Marvel character.
Yep.
I see Danny Orange taking it all the way back. So how about my boy Funky Kong?
Funky Kong. Okay.
Totally.
Hell yeah.
He says Spawn Black Dynamite. I would actually like to see Michael Jai White play Spawn again. Like that would be, just bring that back.
And you know what though? Like, keeping it in theme too, he wasn't dope. He wasn't that bad as Jax. In that, I don't know if you saw that Mortal Kombat reboot that I didn't mind. Yeah, he wasn't that bad as Jax, bro. Like, I like that.
Yeah, no, I did enjoy that. They didn't let him really do much though.
He didn't. No, he really. But I think they were really kind of cautious with that anyway when they were doing it. It was more like, to me at least, it seemed like they wanted to focus more on the story than they did the action pieces in that. So I think it was pretty dope.
So I'm gonna drop this on you. Then I want the chat. I want y'all here to hit me up on the two-way. And I want y'all to let me know who else, if y'all know any vintage characters that maybe that's not on the roster, who else would y'all want to see them bring back? And are y'all hyped at all? I don't think we asked y'all. Y'all kind of hyped for any rebooted 90s stuff? Is there any rebooted 90s stuff that you guys wanted to see? And pretty much what I was going to say was, this is just off topic just a little bit, but everybody's talking about Pattinson being Batman and stuff like that. Who I wanted to see be some kind of a Batman. He's an underrated actor. I think he's kind of like a B maybe at most. He's been in a lot of movies with Michael Jai White. He was actually in Undisputed, I believe it was.
Okay.
And my man Scott Adkins. If y'all don't know who that is, look him up. He's actually one of the martial artists. He kind of does, like I said, the little low-rated B-rated movies. Like even I think he's in a movie with my man Jean-Claude Van Damme when he was trying to come back and do movies. I thought he would actually make a really good Batman, and at minimum, because I don't really see him. Yeah, Ninja. He was a Ninja.
Yeah,
my man. T-Not Post Nose.
I know, dude. I had to look him up my damn self, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
He's not a real big, well-known actor, but I think if they were to pick him up and put him in something, I think he's like in his early 40s, so he would make a good seasoned Batman. And if he could at very least act just stoic, That's all you really need for Batman. Like Batman in that age, don't talk much.
Yeah.
At all. He's just ready to break bones, tell you what the facts are, and punch in the face. Like that's what that Batman was like. So he ain't really got to be the best actor to play that kind of a Batman. So plus he could already do martial arts and fight. So it would be really nice to see a non-stunt double Batman was where I was getting to. You know what I'm saying? I don't see why they don't look more toward those types of actors for those kinds of parts. I mean, it's mostly because they probably can't act worth a shit. But still.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think he would be a good consideration on that one. Whiskey Steve's at Al Schuler have my back on Meteor Man. Are you talking about for Mortal Kombat? Because I don't know. I would handle seeing Meteor Man.
Oh man, look, let me tell you something. If you could put Meteor Man in Mortal Kombat, you want to talk about making my damn year? Meteor Man in Mortal Kombat could almost negate 2020. If you put Meteor Man, but the thing is, it couldn't just be. You have to give me a whole Meteor Man movie DLC pack. Because I can't just have Meteor Man. I got to have the Golden Lords. I got to have the Baby Lords. I got to have Bill Cosby coming out the sewer with his little piece of the meteor rock, the whole nine. Yeah. I need James Earl Jones with that high top fade toupee on. Like, you got to give me all of that. Like, yes.
Sufi came in. See, y'all heard that Tatiana Maslany. I always butcher her last name. She isn't casted as She-Hulk. Yeah, that's pretty much what the news was.
Okay.
That came out in that article was that she's actually denying that she is playing She-Hulk. I would say that you heard it here first, but I feel like that is more of a Josh morning news.
Yeah.
Do more comprehensive breakdown.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that might be a topic for the morning.
He's probably at home right now, like, yeah, I heard that shit last week.
Yeah. But yeah, man, we're gonna go on and transition into a little conversation and libation.
Yes, sir.
You see, we got economical with it, and we went on and threw the purple drink in the in the bar, because that's the way we get down. That's how we get that. So yeah, man, let's
reach down and give me some purple drink. I see somebody say it was a Silent Smurf. He said Optimus Prime for for Mortal Kombat. I can see that.
Yeah,
they already got RoboCop.
Mm-hmm.
So I could totally see that. That would be dope.
Yeah.
Let's see, man. Like, I don't know. Like for some of that stuff, I'm not too hyped for it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna be rushing out to watch Saved by the Bell.
Yeah, nah, man. Me either.
That theme song's not even gonna be the same. Be lucky if they get saved by anything nowadays.
Yeah, pretty much.
Shoot, like, what's the show really gonna be about? It can't go to school. So
that's what I'm saying. Like, what they gonna?
They can't.
Saved by the Windows notification.
I am gonna bring up a couple that we didn't bring back, and that's what pretty much sparked it for me. That they're bringing back the Animaniacs and Pinky and the Brain.
Yeah.
I know. You said you kind of missed them.
Yeah, that wasn't. Yeah, that Pinky and the Brain and Animaniacs, that flew by my radar. I knew of them. I might have watched maybe an episode here or there of both, but I was never really that big on it.
Yeah, like now, so I would probably say like Animaniacs, you'd probably be like, okay. But Pinky and the Brain, I think Pinky and the Brain
is one I need to go.
Might hit you a little bit different. Like Pinky and the Brain, that show, because the Brain, my man, was a true nerd venger.
That's what's up.
Right now.
I'm gonna have to check
it out. and Pinky was just funny. So you probably like them, but like I don't know. I'm thinking if they rebooting stuff like that, like man, give me my my Freakazoid.
Okay.
Like Freakazoid was one of them cartoons. Earthworm Jim. You can go ahead and bring that back.
I see.
I don't know if anybody else really watched this. Historia. Historia was a kind of mix. They had like the Animaniacs in it, but it was actually educational. But they would just make fun of people in history. So it was like, they would talk about Napoleon and Genghis Khan, and you would kind of learn about some of that stuff in an educational way. But it was still, it was good for the kids. They need to bring stuff like that back.
Right.
That's that's what's lacking, really.
Yeah, man.
Like kids are making stuff nowadays, and it's got no real value to it.
But that's the thing, man.
No,
Like, not to get on my soapbox, but that's, I think, one of the things that's missing from society and for children now any day. I mean, with the advent of Google, I mean, what is there for a show to tell a kid that a kid can't look up on Google anyway? You know what I'm saying? Like all the stuff we had, what was the show? Mr. Wizard's World, shit like that when when I was a kid. That Magic School Bus, Bill Nye the Science Guy. Like we had that stuff. Oh man, Bill Nye was the shit. But still is. But we had stuff like that for us. You know what I'm saying? Now all that stuff is, YouTube, IG, TikTok. Like you see that kind of stuff on there now. So you're not, and attention spans aren't that long. Like these kids ain't trying to sit and watch no 30-minute Bill Nye shit. No. Like they don't give a damn. No.
Most definitely.
It's like that, and but like you said, I think that's why they out here dealing with these real ass problems, because they dealing with real shit way earlier than they should have to.
Right, and I can't believe I kind of forgot to mention it, but yeah, they're rebooting Mortal Kombat.
Yeah,
making a movie.
That's exactly it. Yeah, they're rebooting that. Hell, they just did that. The Scorpion, I think it was Scorpion's Revenge or whatever, the animated movie.
Yeah.
I was so not prepared for. Like it was dope, but like the first 15-20 minutes of that shit, I was like, is this The Boys? Like, what the hell am I watching?
Right.
Even for Mortal Kombat standards, I was like, bruh, got Warren, WB, Warner brother. Like, damn, I wasn't ready.
I see T-Rev kind of said it for me with the Thundercats having a reboot for Silent Smurf. However, I will say, if they're going to reboot or bring anything to anywhere, I don't see why the hell we don't have a Thundercats movie already.
That's a good question. That's a good question.
Thundercats was not a bad show.
I feel like if
they can redo Power,
be a little no.
You know what I'm saying? They did it.
No,
they did it. So if they can do that,
no. That's what I'm saying, man. No, it can't be. No, don't even remind me, man. That's just as bad as the 18 million Ninja Turtle reboots that never touched the original. Like, if you're not talking the first Ninja Turtle movie or Secret of the Ooze, then you ain't talking to me at all.
I don't know. I feel like Ninja Turtles is one of the most redone shows.
Unnecessarily redone. Like, in my opinion, unnecessarily. Because none of the reboots just get progressively worse. Like, in my opinion, it's like every time they bring it back, it just it don't hit with me. I feel
like those types of shows,
whatever you want to.
They don't make it because those are all like boomer shows. And for the boomers to actually get on there and participate and say that we're watching it, they have to learn how to work a phone.
No, I don't even think that's it though, man. Like I don't even think that's it. I think where they screw up is they try to adapt every damn thing for a younger audience. In my opinion, not everything needs to be adapted for a month. Because my thing is this: if you sit on Ninja Turtles for 5-10 years, and then you give me an adult, not necessarily hard R, but you give me an adult Turtles where like they ain't Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, they grown ass Ninja Turtles now, like dealing with grown turtle shit. Like that would be like interesting as hell to me, man. Like to see, okay, because again, especially if you do things like you kill one of them off. You know what I'm saying? Like imagine having watching the damn Ninja Turtles storyline where Splinter dies and they got to deal with Splinter being gone now. And you got one of them want to go tear the whole damn city up. You got Leonardo going light skin trying to, have everybody.
I couldn't think of that like that, dude.
Because every time why I said that. You seen it. You seen it. Don't act like don't act like that with me. Don't act like that with me. You know about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You know. you know.
Light skinned Leonardo, I know.
Exactly.
Light skinned Leonardo, I know.
Tell me you didn't disrespect her.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't think they're ready. They ain't ready.
No. That's oh man,
They're not ready.
that's an after dark stream for like somewhere around midnight.
Completely. I saw Jenna James. She said, "Bring back Beetleborgs."
Okay,
I like Beetleborgs. I totally
all
like
right.
Beetleborgs.
It's all right. I didn't really get into it, but
I'm gonna go back into the cartoon world. Really take y'all back. The Centurions. Do you remember the Centurions?
no.
Okay, so the Centurions was pretty much this band of like army. They're not really like secret agent like army guys, not like regular fatigue army. And they have these suits. So with their suits, they were able to attach different like battle apparatuses to them. And like one of them could fly, one of them can go underwater, and one of them was like a kind of a man tank on land or whatever. And they would pretty much go out, and the three of them would do like A-team type missions.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a futuristic spin on what the A-team would be, minus the diversity.
Got you.
But it was still a good show.
Okay.
I still like it.
Might have to check that out. Look it up.
Yeah, it was a pretty good one. You knew the name of it? Was it the Biker Mice?
Biker Mice from Mars.
Yes, Biker Mice from
Mice from Mars. Yes. What about who out here know anything about the Samurai Pizza Cats?
I've not ever heard of the Samurai Pizza Cats.
Man, let me tell you, if that wasn't the most bootleg attempt to cash in off the Ninja Turtles, I don't know what it was. Samurai Pizza Cats, bruh. Like, yes.
What about the show? The show with the sharks.
Somebody just put it in the two-way.
Did they?
With Krazian said Street Sharks.
Yeah, Street Sharks.
That's what I'm saying, man. But there was a rash of those though. Honestly, bro, like in I want to say the mid 90s, like maybe 94 to 96, 97, where they had these bootleg cartoons where it was like knockoffs of stuff that was already out. It was like the Street Sharks, the Samurai Pizza Cats, the Stone Protectors, which was like the one with the trolls that had the stone in their chest. And it was like all kind of crazy stuff, man. Extreme Dinosaurs is another one. Shout out to Tombstone on that one. Yeah, man.
He actually remembers the Samurai Pizza Cats. Man.
I remember. The Bucky O'Hare is another one. Shout out to Mike Halls. Yes. Exo Squad, Ryan. Yes. Like all of that, man.
Mummies Alive. Is that the old cartoon where the mummies they turn into the whole? Yes. Yeah. I used to wake up like instinctively to watch that show. I would not be going to school.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it was crazy. It was like so much stuff back then, man. And it was like Gargoyles was another one. Yep.
Totally was down with that show.
The Mask had a show back in the day. Oh man.
Yep.
But yeah, they had.
So now watch. It's going. Watch the 20s. The 20s is trying to be a new 90s.
MC Hammer had a cartoon back in the day.
Oh my gosh. I didn't even how you even remember that show. I barely remembered it, but I actually I caught every episode for that one season.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I even remember one of the villains' names was Felonious Feedback. Dude had a guitar and an amp.
Yep.
And he would like brainwash people. I remember a little bit too much about the New Kids on the Block, T-Rev. Yep. They had a cartoon, man.
Wayne Head. Totally had Wayne Head for 2 seasons.
Really quick, kind of while we talking, because we were talking about the Fresh Prince and he brings up New Kids on the Block. That made me think of my boys Kid and Play had a cartoon. Remember that?
Yeah.
Now
Kid and Play.
I was watching an interview with Play on DJ Vlad's channel. And Play talked about how the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was supposed to be a Kid and Play show.
Really?
Check that out. Yeah. So apparently the way he explained it was around the time when they had their cartoon got canceled off after one season because it wasn't performing well. So they were Kid and Play was pissed off because they cartoon got taken off the air. So then he said NBC came to them with the pitch for the Fresh Prince. But they were so mad because their cartoon got taken off that they was like, fuck what you talking about. We don't want to do no damn show. Kiss our ass. And so then after that, they pitched it to Will Smith and Jazzy Jeff, and the rest was history.
So what they did was they merged the two of them together and got Will Smith. That's what they did.
Exactly.
That's exactly what It did. It was like, okay, we'll meet y'all in the middle.
So my question, is this
nice
though.
right
So what's funny to me though is, and what makes sense about it is, you remember the movie Class Act?
Yeah.
Now, what ain't Duncan Penderhughes Carlton? Essentially, nerdy black dude wore the business, wore the sweaters and whatnot.
Yeah,
and then and play was Fresh Prince.
Oh,
he was the more street dude.
Yes.
Yeah, look, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, it's crazy when you think about it, but it's like, so they just went ahead and took the concept and tried to make a movie out of it.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's like it was. But that was interesting, man. When I found out, I was like, damn, they could have been Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, could have been Kid and Play. Yeah,
totally.
Yeah, man. So and then the thing he said that, now I didn't look this part up to know how legit it was, but he said apparently that the invert or the reverse of that was the case for Jazz and Fresh Prince, that they were supposed to be doing House Party.
Okay.
And but clearly, they jumped on Fresh Prince, so then House Party went to Kid and Play. So
right. Well, hey, I mean, they lasted the test of time.
Oh,
for real,
well, I
Prince
think
was going for a great minute.
Yeah, I think Fresh Prince being a show with Will Smith, you couldn't have got any better than that, man. Like that dude was made for that role. Like
that whole cast.
Yeah, that whole cast,
honestly.
And I'm gonna say this into the camera. I hate to cut you off, but I'm gonna say this into the camera. Please do right by the Fresh Prince reboot. Like, those characters are iconic. Do not screw my characters up. Jeffrey the Butler, Uncle Phil, man. Like, and then that's another thing too, though. You when you go back and you watch that show, you realize how many cameos was in that show of like actors now. Like Don Cheadle played Ice Tray, Will Smith's friend from Philly in that show, man. Like, it's crazy, man.
Didn't he have Ronald Isley on one of his
episodes? Ron Isley was in there. They had Belle Biv DeVoe in one episode.
Yep.
Will Smith had all the 90s females as a girlfriend or a date in there at one point.
Yeah.
At one point, man.
It was pimping since been pimping since.
Yeah. Was it Tisha Arnold? That was his girlfriend that was stuck in the basement and he was singing the Prince song. Yeah. Didn't
he have Nia Long? Was it Nia Long?
Yeah, she was in the episode, I think. Tyra Banks was his girlfriend when he was in college.
Yep.
And so, yeah, man, like it's
pimping.
Man,
straight up.
I see Jenna James coming in. Wild Thornberries, I remember it. Inspector Gadget. Oh my God, I loved Inspector Gadget. Johnny Quest.
He said, what about Bebe's World? You mean Bebe's Kids?
Bebe's Kids?
Right.
We don't die, we multiply? Yeah.
Right.
That was
Mike Hall came with another good one earlier. He said Pirates of the Dark Water, which I used to love.
Yeah, I remember that. I didn't watch it, but I do remember that.
And, and then he had Darkwing Duck. Everybody loves Darkwing Duck.
Man, come on. Darkwing Duck was so good, man.
Frosted Flakes and watch Darkwing Duck
all day.
Every time I think Darkwing Duck, I just get a taste of Frosted Flakes. I don't eat it no more.
Wait,
I think about Darkwing Duck too much. So it is 10:51 my time, 9:51 your time, and we still had a little more planned for everybody. So do you want to?
Yeah, let's tweak let's see the interest first now. Because
right, that's what I'm saying. You want to test the waters and see the interest. We got quite a few people.
We still got quite a few people rocking with us, and I don't know about you, but I ain't necessarily ready to go home yet.
Not really. I mean, I got some time.
So we were thinking, man. It's Halloween season. Everybody's getting ready for that. If that's your thing, and everybody except Josh, because Josh don't do the horror stuff. We wanted to do something.
Right.
We've been playing around with the Saturday show idea and trying to, brainstorm what we wanted to do. We was thinking about, streaming some games. So we figured, with it being Halloween and all, maybe we'd stream some Telltale's Walking Dead and just start from the beginning and play through that joint with the two-way people. So, you pick the emoji, bro. You pick the emoji. See them drop the emoji in there, and we see if anybody's got any interest in seeing us jump on this Walking Dead.
Okay, so we'll be picking two if for yes and for no.
Sure.
So
Sure.
I would
Why
say if you are for us playing the Telltale Walking Dead, let's see the Josh Iron Nerd. If you're against it, then I say let's see the fired up angry Josh emoji. If it's a no, if it's a big no, we gotta go to bed because we can't hang. Then let's see that Josh emoji, that fired up.
Yeah.
But
if you're trying to rock with us.
One. So far we got Ken the Den.
Ken down. Okay.
Iron Nerd, he's totally down.
What's up, Ken?
Let's see here.
Okay, there they go. Hey man, it's looking.
That was a bunch.
It's looking like we got a few people might want to check that out.
Even Mike motherfucking Porter is like, yes.
My man Park Outdoors said I'm a broke Vengers, so I'm having emojis. Hey, bro. Look,
Hey, even the broke Vengers.
Broke Vengers even matter, man.
If you down for it, let's see some fire emojis.
That's it. That's all we need. Just regular fire emojis for the broke Vengers out there.
Yeah, the broke.
But
Vengers.
yeah, man, I think it's looking like.
You don't know the broke Vengers is really the villains. You know that, right?
Hey, man.
Because they mad they ain't. In the group. All you gotta do is, just
I'm all
join.
about the balance, man. So I try to bring people together. So even the broke Vengers,
right?
We try to show them love too. Try to show
Jen
them
and
love
James,
too.
Park Outdoors.
Hey man, you still cool with us, man? You still cool with us?
Yeah. Okay.
Ken, look at my man Ken.
We got Danny Orange with the chat. Says I don't care.
I don't care. Do your thing. Okay.
All right.
So then,
well, it looks like we got a hell of a lot more yeses than we got. We didn't get no no's. So,
word. Well then, I say we cue this thing on up, man. 1 second.
All right. So while he's doing that, just a quick, really explainer. We did try to see if we could set it up to do it where you guys can do the crowd play, and we would just let you guys pick it that way. However, I guess, it's been some time, especially since season 1, so they don't have the crowd play available for season 1. So what we're going to do is when we get to the parts where we make decisions, we're going to remember what the choices are. We're going to pause it real quick and explore our options. So I got a couple that I'm going to be responsible for remembering, and Al's going to have a couple he's going to be responsible for remembering. That's right. We will do the whole emoji thing again, and you guys will help us decide what decisions we're going to make.
So let's go on and throw that up, and then let's go ahead and transition into that bad boy. Now, bear with me here. We get some audio on this joint. Let's see where we at with it. All right. Here we go. And then let your boy get the sticks ready. And we gonna get on it.
Uh-oh. Check it out.
There we go.
You didn't ask for it, but you got it. Telltale Walking Dead.
You already know.
And now, so everybody does know, we are planning on Saturdays.
Mm-hmm.
Saturdays. I don't think we picked a definitive time yet. I would probably say, like I said, probably be in the afternoon.
Yeah, more than likely the afternoons. Yep.
Yeah, like 3, 4, 5, somewhere in there. But for the most likely for the members, we're gonna come back and we will do. We'll probably do this. We'll probably play games with y'all. Word. And in the meantime, kind of like Josh does Saturday mornings. He has skits or whatever he wants to invite people into, or emojis, stuff like that. We'll get some feedback from you guys about the show on Saturdays as well, while we sit back, chill, and play some games with you guys. So on that day, I guess we'll probably ask you. We'll give you the catalog of what we got, and we'll see what you guys would like to try to even play with us on a Saturday.
Yep.
And we will see y'all there when we get more information on the definitive time on that. I like saying that word, definitive.
Mm-hmm.
When we get more info, we will plug that in and let you guys know. And if you're a broke venture, you might want to become a nerd venture.
You might want to do that. Just saying,
man.
Ready? Well, you
So
ready to
we
get
got
into
here,
this
bro.
main
Yes,
episode
say
one,
episode 1.
season 1? We starting at the very beginning.
Very top. Has anybody ever played the Telltale Walking Dead? I see Mike Porter putting the little scared faces. Ken agrees. He said Saturday is a good day. Saturday is a good day.
Word.
Patricia says yes, she's played it.
Cool.
Got
Yeah, I love this game, man.
Squella Lopez. He says yep. Travis Adams, long time ago. Mike Porter, nope. Mike Porter, you are in for a good treat. I like the story.
Yeah.
Park Art Outdoors says, nah, but I watched the show. So it's pretty much, think of it just being a new kind of story. You can kind of immerse yourself into this character as if it's your own.
Mm-hmm.
And some of these choices, man, I'll tell you right now.
It gets thick, man. Shit get thick.
Now, I've only played season 1, and apparently we have access to all 4 that we plan on playing with you guys over time. So
why do you say that?
You know, I've driven a bunch of fellas down to this.
I would probably say,
Who knows how many.
Al, if it's a decision, especially if you know it's going to shift the balance of the story, then those are the ones I'd say we probably
we'll stop on those. These conversational ones.
Yeah, some of these ones you already know they don't really make no real impact. So, yeah, guys, we're gonna do the ones that make a crucial pivot point for the story. Unless you might have some foresight into knowing what these questions are, and you want to go ahead and pop it in as you can.
Right.
There's a slight delay, so you'll be behind anyway.
I followed your case a little.
Now, have you played this for the PC? I think you had it for a PlayStation, right?
Yeah, I had to play the PlayStation.
You're from Macon, then.
Yep. Came up to Atlanta to be a city cop in the 70s. I always wanted to work a murder case, like that senatorial mess you got yourself mixed up in.
Yeah, Ken, you'll enjoy it. So you hadn't played either.
Oh yeah, it's pretty good.
Real shame that is. Hell, the whole family used to be regulars at your folks' drugstore right in downtown. Still there?
Sure is.
Good.
Medical personnel en route to Hartsfield, various 10-20 coming in.
So we don't have any conflict of sound.
You up at UGA.
Word.
You teach there long?
Going on my 6th year.
You meet your wife in Athens?
Man.
You want to know how I see it?
I got much choice?
Sure don't.
Mike Porter, this could be you. You said you live in North Atlanta.
Yeah, right.
Regardless,
Could
maybe
happen.
you just married the wrong woman.
Oh.
I've seen some of the storyline for Wolf Among Us. It wasn't bad.
No, Wolf Among Us
Actually.
was really good too.
I'm driving this man once. He was.
I think for like a first time experience on this game, this part of it,
an older fella.
you know, everybody's probably like,
Soft
it's
eyes
suspense,
behind
like
a
what's the
pair of
hell's gonna
South
happen,
Pole
but
Yeah.
He just waiting back there. So
having
it
played
wasn't
it
him,
and watching it now, it's
crying
like,
and snotting
Yeah, can we
all
just
over
get
the
to
place.
yeah.
And before long, he starts kicking the back of the seat like a fussy baby on an airplane. And I tell him he's got to stop, that that's government property. And I'll be
Kenneth Cologne, he said in real life Mortal Kombat with Chet.
There you go.
I can see Chet being the character for real. He's just ugly enough.
Mama,
Yeah, yeah.
It's all a big mistake. It wasn't me.
Man.
Man? Not even close. They caught the fucker red-handed, stabbing his wife, cutting her up as the boys came through the door. He sits in my car screaming bloody murder that it wasn't him. I think he actually
So this is what the very beginning, right?
Yeah.
Like not the season, but I mean as far as the Walking Dead stuff
Yeah.
even
They
happening.
believe their life is over. I got another good one for you. This one's a little bit less depressing and a bit more hilarious, if I do say so. This other time,
Like if you get a chance to react.
God damn. Oh, shit's finna get real.
Patricia, am I tense? Because I know what's coming. No, it's been a while since I've played it, so I don't remember everything. But I don't know. I'm trying my best to just shut up and let the game happen for those who don't know it. Whiskey Steve, you done fucked up.
Right.
See that? You done fucked up, right?
You know you done fucked up, right?
Oh, shit. Thirsty. Ah. Fuck. My leg.
This right here, this whole thing right here, 2020 in a nutshell.
Pretty much.
Especially if you're a black man.
Hey, officer. Are you all right? I'm still cuffed back here.
Now, bruh. Look at this man's body. Hell no,
Right.
he ain't all right. You see this man?
No, not at all.
That man folded up like a motherfucking pretzel. He is not okay.
We're
He
doing
is
yoga
not
in
all
the
right.
middle of the woods. You know, with us, even Josh can watch this. This isn't going to be scary at all.
I need to
I laugh at stuff
drag
like this.
myself out that window.
Come on, Craig. Come on, Craig.
I guess sometimes you just got to fall out the car.
That's it.
There ain't no climbing out with class,
Nah.
especially when you got a whole gash on your leg.
Right.
Park outdoors says this will
Now,
give
see-
Josh nightmares.
My thing is, right now, yes, I'm already going to get this.
Right.
I'm not playing no games. Give me the gas.
It's empty. It'll be easier to carry with these cuffs off.
Like, why would this shell fall that far?
You know, that's a good question.
Officer? God damn.
Exactly. That's your cue to get the hell up out of there.
Officer?
Right. Officer. Ken, why are you worried about that? He said, "Why my man's got no ass?" Like, he's an old man. Are we talking about my man here with the? I'm gonna let that one go. Just gonna let it go.
Yeah.
Ken.
Officer?
My man's broke up.
Like, do you
though.
not see that? Get your ass.
Oh,
Run. Get the hell out the way.
right. Like, why are you even backing up? This is very uncharacteristic.
So was that gun on?
To the left, man. To the left.
Shoot this mother. Oh, come on.
Oh,
Oh, what are you doing?
And they gonna make you reach for it
Right.
too. Ah, no. He's right there.
Man, don't make me do this my ass. I'm sorry, I ain't playing
Don't
games.
make me do this.
Don't
You
make me
can't
do
clearly
this.
see he's a zombie. You got a
Bruh,
problem.
something ain't right with that man. I'm not wasting time.
He ain't got 21 vision.
Hell no.
Man. His skin's all rotten and he smells like shit.
Whiskey Steve, you messing up right now. I'm trying to do my best to stay planted in this seat and be a great co-host with my man Al. And you gonna bring up some damn ice cream,
Oh,
not
man.
knowing that I just went grocery shopping and got my favorite ice cream, Fudge Royal. You about to make me get up and go get some. Don't do that to me, man. It's too late. You're going to mess up my metabolism.
This man had the nerve to ask if he was dead.
Go get someone.
Are you dead?
Bruh.
Are you dead? Are you deceased?
Are you deceased?
I'm not going to ask
I'm
no
not
more.
going to ask no more.
What are you? I'm about to say, you supposed to be looking for something? Because shit's getting serious.
About time for you to get the hell up out of here, bruh.
And I got some Nilla wafers too. Steve, I don't like you right now. I missed all this blood and gore in this game. I want some ice cream. That makes me question my character right now. He made it though.
He did. Just barely.
Just barely. Who you are? What's my man's name? Don Nuts. You my man Don Nuts.
Don't you do it. Don't you do it.
Just barely.
Barely.
Oh my gosh. Look at the zombies. Tombstone said defense is winning. No, it's not. Defense lost that battle.
For real.
Hello? Anybody?
Pretty sure there's a zombie around back in the pool.
Right.
Just chilling. Trying to sell you insurance.
I'll be like, pass me a mojito.
Hello?
Right.
Anybody home?
Like, hey, I'll make one for you. Have you considered zombie insurance?
Right.
If you get your face eaten off, we'll take care of your kids. $250,000 package.
There's something going on.
Nah, you think?
Coming
Patricia
in.
Palmisano. I haven't noticed the
Okay.
blood-soaked pant legs before. To be honest, neither did I.
Ah, shit. Hello? I'm not an intruder.
OP Slash, what's up, Holmes?
What's up, man?
When's the last time you saved the world?
People might need more help than
Yeah, I've been
that.
slacking lately.
What if I want to color real quick to de-stress?
Apparently, it won't let you, man. I was trying to. Wouldn't let you do it.
Jesus.
This blood is old.
Right.
Like,
But
how
what's
long
crazy
has
is he
this
looked at the pile. My man looked at the blood and still slipped and fell.
Right, it's still
Like,
bruh,
bruh, like what the hell was you thinking? Man, what is it? You open up everything.
The Marshalls. That's a
Dude, last Friday is too long ago. Slash.
That's the type of note you'd leave a babysitter.
I saved the world just last night.
This place has been ransacked. Just about anything worthwhile is gone.
For everybody on the East Coast, 11-11.
Mm-hmm.
10-11.
10-11.
Caught you. I'm gonna let everybody wonder what the hell it is I'm talking about, like Al did for 2 months. He's like, bro, what's up with the
What's all
times?
these times, man?
I was like, I don't know. It's 2020.
My man in his kitchen looking for some ramen.
That's some barbecue sauce.
Right. He like, I know y'all got some in here. Don't play with me.
Mm.
And what kind of house is this? Y'all ain't got no ramen noodles.
Hey, man, they ain't washed their dishes in forever.
Right.
This is what I'm trying to figure this out. Okay, we got old blood on the floor and dishes that's at least been in there for about 2 weeks. What's
That's
going
what I'm saying. You know, we ain't gonna talk about how he just drank that water that was sitting in that cup. You don't know where it came from.
Right.
He just grabbed it and was thirsty. I'm gonna drink this.
I see he didn't slip in it this time.
Now, see, for you youngsters out there, this is what's called an answering machine.
There's something.
Back in the day, your voicemails were on a separate device.
3 new messages. Message 1, left at 5:43 p.m.
Hey, Sandra. This is Diana. We're still in Savannah. Ed had a little incident with some crazy
Hey,
guy near the
Space Wolf
hotel, so we
Lounge.
had to
Appreciate
get
it,
him
man.
back to the ER and have it checked out.
We always love seeing
he's
new
not
faces
feeling well
and
enough to drive
hearing that
back
you guys
tonight, so
enjoy
we're staying
hanging
an
out with
extra
us.
day. Thanks so
Appreciate
much for
you,
looking after
appreciate you,
Clementine,
for
and
real.
I promise we'll be back in
Right.
time
We said we
before
would come back and do
spring
some
break.
stuff with y'all after being gone for a whole extra week. Remember
Oh,
that?
yeah.
Left at 11:19
We're some men of our word.
Mhm.
Oh my God, finally. I don't know if you tried to reach us. All the calls are getting dropped. They're not letting us leave and aren't telling us anything
Oh
about
man,
Atlanta.
so it's been a minute listening to these
Please,
dates.
please, just leave the city and take Clementine with you back to Murrieta. I've got to get back to the hospital. Please let me know that you're safe.
Message 3, left at 6:51 a.m.
Clementine, baby. If you can hear this, call the
811 for
police.
you at OP and Travis. Wow.
911.
Y'all far West Coast.
Mhm.
We love you. We love you.
Looked at that picture, I was like, man, low key kind of look like Lee.
Right? My man put the radio up out of nowhere.
You need to be quiet.
I was like, first of all, you ain't talking to no adults like that.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I thought the same shit, dude.
Who is this?
I'm
I was
Clementine.
just about to say that.
This
Who
is
you
my
talking to?
house.
Hi, Clementine. I'm Lee.
You're not my daddy.
No.
You're not my daddy. I ain't trying to be your daddy.
For real.
Let's get that understood.
First and foremost.
Where are your parents?
They took a trip and left me with Sandra. They're in Savannah, I think, where the boats are.
Where are you?
I'm outside in my treehouse. They can't get in.
That's smart.
See? Can you see me? I can see you through the window.
Man, she should have stayed up there. She should have just tossed her up some snacks and was like, hell,
Oh,
I ain't see the zombie climb through.
there's
Oh,
Sandra. Bust her ass. Oh,
gonna
come
slip.
on, bro. Again.
again.
He showed
I
it
feel
put
like
some
they
strength
showed
in that
wrong
leg that was
characters
messed up. He found enough strength to kick the shit out of her.
Hey, little Clementine came in like Thor.
Right.
This reminds me of Who Framed Roger Rabbit. A man.
Right. Gangster. We thugs out here.
All right.
Thugs.
What happens when you ain't got my money?
Play with games with me.
Gang, gang.
Nervengers, bitch.
Right.
Man. Hi there.
Man, he way too trusting.
Clementine, cool as hell.
He way too trusting. I'd have been like, you little motherfucker, you set me up.
I don't know.
You knew she was in here.
I think so.
Right. I thought you said she was on a trip. Was that the babysitter?
Yeah. I'm like, what was this, a
You
test?
killed one?
No, but they get shot a lot.
Who you, Madam Web?
You've been
Right.
all by yourself through this?
Yeah, I want my parents to come home now.
I don't know what to tell you, kid.
I think that might be a little much. You know?
Oh,
Look, I don't know what happened, but I'll look after you until
Right.
then.
That was your first mistake.
what should we do now?
All right. So,
Okay, so I would
What
say
are we
this
doing?
is a pivotal moment, right?
yeah.
All right, so what are we doing here, chat? Do we have to pause it or there's no
Nah,
timer?
This one doesn't have a
right?
timer.
All right.
So
So what are we gonna do?
What should we do? Should we look for help before it gets dark, or wait till the sun go down?
So I say if we're gonna look for help before it gets dark, let's see some Yoda. Let's get Yoda for that one. And if we're gonna get out of here once the sun goes down, let's see what we got. Let's see Chet. Well, in fact, no, we got the baby Yoda, right? Or is that too confusing for everybody? Let's see the baby Yoda. Baby Yoda for B, and grown up Yoda for X. Oh, and okay, so what we doing for the Broke Vengers? I guess Broke Vengers.
They do X and B.
What? Right, yeah, just do X and B for you. All right, so far we got 2 votes for X.
For X, okay.
So far, 2 votes for X.
I'll give it a couple more seconds, let everybody catch up.
Yeah. Broke Vengers, just put X or B. All right, we're going with X.
Looking like X?
Grown Yoda. See, so far, got grown Yoda X's. Yep, so far. Whiskey Steve, quit voting. All right, ever seen your first one? I'm over here trying to keep an accurate count.
She probably standing there like, you gonna make up your damn mind?
So far, everybody's going with X.
All right, we rolling with X.
We're gonna look for help before it gets dark.
Help before it gets dark.
Yeah, it's not safe at night.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't think I've ever picked wait until the sun goes down.
I don't think so either.
Stay close to me.
I don't feel like that's something that any sane person would do.
Anybody with any damn sense. Hell no.
Right. You caught me. You damn right. See what you did? Why you shutting the door? Who else is in there? Mike Porter's asking, why did they pick Atlanta in the metro area? That I don't know.
That's a good question.
It is a good question. I guess there's other Walking Dead stories, so I think they're kind of scattered. So this just might be
Mom at this rate.
what they decided to do.
Sucks. Oh, it's hot dish night.
What's the matter?
Should I stay?
What?
I don't want to sleep in the treehouse tonight, but I don't know if I should leave. What if my parents
A little
come
close
home?
to home. Hey, Mike Porter.
I won't leave you alone.
Well, let's go somewhere safe that's close, okay?
That's a good idea. Hey, man!
Holy shit.
Don't eat us! We're not gonna hurt you.
Yeah.
We're not going to hurt you. Really? Somebody walks up with a small child, the first thing you think is they're going to hurt you?
We need help.
Are you trying to get out of here? Because you should be. Those things are all over the damn place. I haven't seen anything as gnarly as this neighborhood since downtown Atlanta, 15 miles back. I'm Sean.
So we got Anthony
Green.
Manzano in here. He asks, do you guys think it would make sense for Marvel to debut Kraven the Hunter, Doctor Doom, and Namor in Black Panther
How about you
2?
help us clear the way, and we'll take you and your daughter
I can
out
see-
of here
I can
and
see
down to my
Namor for
family's
sure.
farm. It should be safer there.
Yeah, in a Black Panther, I can see that.
Yeah.
Kraven, I mean, that would make sense more in a Spider-Man movie since that's already kind of what the buzz is at. And Doctor Doom,
She's alone? Let's get going.
I don't know. I feel like they kind of have to reserve that
What do you
for
want to do?
Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think so too. I think that would be a fantastic Four thing.
We gotta go.
Leave quick. Let's go.
All right. Gotta push.
Make you do all the work. What's my man over there doing? Just hiding out?
Right.
Should have had the little girl looking out and help push the damn car, but no. Look, she coming to help push the damn car.
She's like, y'all ain't shit.
Right. Sorry to get that shit back.
For just some guy, it seems like you saved a bunch of lives today.
Make no mistake, I was only worried about mine. Y'all just happened to get lucky.
Right. Where did they say they were at? They said it was in Macon, right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Mike Porter's asking. So who's gonna play T'Challa in Black Panther 2? Man,
I saw something where I don't know how true it was, but that they were considering doing the whole Princess Leia digital thing with CGI. It just happened.
Really?
Yeah. Like I said, I saw that article. I don't know who the source was on it, but that is something I saw.
I mean, I don't know. They did the whole reason why that's even a thing. They flirted with it when Christopher Reeves passed. Matter of fact, excuse me, they did it right before he passed. They actually got the first kind of screen test ever where they put somebody else's face on someone else's body. That's what started the whole thing in the first place. So
I was worried it'd be bad.
I feel if people were nostalgic enough to do something that deep, who knows? It's not completely out of the question.
Well, I'm glad you took him with you then. You've brought a couple guests.
Your boy's a lifesaver.
Glad he could be a help to somebody. So it's just you and your daughter then?
Oh, not his daughter. He's, well, just some guy who found her alone.
Honey, do you know this man?
Anthony Manzano again. He's he's wondering realistically who they played by the Black Panther. He was thinking like M'Baku or whoever for the new Black Panther. But I don't know. See, I feel like people are taking his death a little more closer to fantasy. So it's like, okay, are we? Chadwick Boseman was Black Panther, died in real life. Okay, are we gonna recast, or are we honestly gonna acknowledge Black Panther's death in the MCU? You know what I mean? Like, I don't see them going that route with actually replacing him with another character.
I think they will, in my opinion.
You think they might, like, completely like that?
Yeah, I think they'll put like Shuri in his place. It'll be somebody established, but I don't see them.
What did you say your name was?
Trying to exist.
It's Lee.
Nice. See, that means they would have to do a new age Illuminati then, especially with some of the speculation that Josh has with them leading towards doing stuff like that, especially if they bring in people like Namor and Mr. Fantastic, the X-Men, Professor X. I believe Black Panther was another one that was on that panel with Iron Man, and then they killed Iron Man off. So you know what? Yeah, who knows? There's a possibility that even if they do the Illuminati, that it might not be the iconic characters we're used to.
The girl.
I was with a police officer. He was giving me a ride.
Awful nice of him.
I'm an awful nice guy.
House is full up with mine. We got another displaced family of 3.
Everybody there. Who's going to play? They're more scared about who's going to play T'Challa than anything that's going on in this Walking Dead. People are breaking down. Who's going to play T'Challa?
Clementine.
Hot button subject, man.
Find her parents.
I know.
Hey, Dad. So I'm thinking, first thing tomorrow, we got to reinforce the fence around the farm.
I feel like they'll go the recast.
That doesn't seem necessary.
Just because it it fits better in line, but I'm sure they had stuff already planned for Black Panther and possibly like X-Men characters and stuff like that.
I wouldn't worry too.
I feel a recast.
Seems like that's where it's the worst.
Yeah. Stuff like that doesn't happen around here, Sean.
Now I know here with this dialogue, there's certain decisions of what you say at least kind of sway my man Herschel here, doesn't it?
To a degree, yeah.
Dead and tried to bite me.
Well,
I know if you don't say the right thing, my man.
We got plenty of chores.
He is not with helping you at all.
Folks in the barn can help out in the morning. We got to do it, really.
I already said okay. Well, I'm all done here. It should start to feel better tomorrow.
Thanks.
If your leg gets hot or the swelling doesn't go down, you're probably dealing with an infection.
What do we do then?
We'll probably just have to shoot you. We'll clean it, redress it, and you'll be fine.
Later, Mr. Lopez.
Later.
Have a good night.
Appreciate you hanging.
There's blankets and such in the barn.
So can we get Peter Dinklage from MODOK, please? I think I'm getting tired of seeing Peter Dinklage in Marvel movies.
Yeah, a little bit.
Like,
towards Macon, I suppose.
My man was what? He was Trask in Days of Future Past.
Right there.
and he was the giant in what was that?
Endgame.
I don't know, Infinity War. I don't know why I couldn't spit that out.
It smells like.
No, that was Infinity War, not Endgame.
Yeah. So now we're talking about making him MODOK. We see we somebody else. I'd rather take
my mom and dad.
She out here worried about me cussing. We in a zombie apocalypse, sleeping in a barn. Look, girl, you better act like you know.
Oh.
That's exactly what you about to see out here. Some shit. On the real though, I couldn't imagine being responsible for this child that I don't know in the middle of a zombie apocalypse.
Kudos to his character though for even doing it. It said David Ajala. I don't know who that is, so I'm gonna look that up. He said he would be a good replacement.
Hey, get up.
Shoot, it looks like he actually fits the script.
Well, you slept in a barn, little lady. Lucky you don't have spiders.
Yeah, I don't want to see them replacing
but
T'Challa
your
as
daddy
with
scared
another
them all
actor.
away, huh?
I think it's too soon.
Not her dad.
When it comes down to it,
I don't want to see it at all. I want to see them just write him out.
well, yeah, but you say that as a person who comes from the time and era where our brains were trained to pay attention long enough to where it matters.
That's my boy.
As long
Ken
as we
Jr.
pay attention
Call him
to it,
Doc,
which is
though.
lifetime for us. But these new cats out here,
Doc? Yeah,
they'll forget.
Nothing bothers him.
See, I don't
So
think so.
you're
Not
saying
in
Doc's
this
back,
instance,
you know?
man. I think this would be one where there'd be a lot of backlash if they tried it.
No kidding. But frankly,
Because
I
of
think it's
because of
he's dumb as
the
a bag of
pedestal
hammers.
that he was
He
placed
makes up
on
for it with
and the
enthusiasm.
big deal that they, rightfully so, made of his
Word
death.
is you were on your way to
People
make
aren't
So-
gonna want to see him get
Our family's
replaced.
from there.
this is
Now,
another
Megan's on
Superman
the
issue
way,
then.
and
Yeah,
personally, I'd
I think
appreciate
so.
the company
Pretty much
of a guy
because
who
when
can
Christopher
knock
Reeves
a couple
passed,
of heads
man,
together
that's
if
what
he
really
has
hurt the Superman franchise. Brandon Routh was the closest actor after what
See how
years
things shake out with this hurt.
before they recast.
Oh
it.
yeah,
So-
but I
with
think that
that,
was
he's
also.
a
I don't think
hard
it'll be at
ass.
that level.
Honey, Duck, this is Lee.
But
Well,
to
no,
where
they
you
can't
wouldn't
afford
see.
for it.
Girl's name?
Yeah, like the show's got to go on, but I think
Clementine.
they'll find a way
That is a very pretty name.
to either write him out
Well, we should get to
or
work. We've all seen what
digitally
those things can
have
do
him
out
in the
there, so
movie
the faster we get this fence
up until
the
a certain
better.
point.
I want to build a fence.
Yeah? Well, I need a good
Right.
foreman. You can sit on the tractor and yell at me whenever I
John
take a water
Leguizamo as
Oh,
MODOK.
tractor?
Hmm.
Cool.
break. Duck and I will hop to it.
I don't know. I have to think about that one.
I can keep an eye on your little girl here on the porch. We
I
can
think-
visit.
I seen it, but they said cartoon. But no, I think real life Patton Oswalt would make a good MODOK. I can totally. He already kind of got the face because you got to scrunch it up. You know what I'm saying with the lip.
You
think he
having a
could do
nice time with Katya Clementine?
Yeah.
I want
Hey
them to
there,
bring in
girls.
the X-Men through the multiverse and make Carl Urban Wolverine.
You actually look relaxed.
That's what I want to happen.
I
Got
think
you.
we're doing just fine. Clementine was just telling me about first grade.
Oh, how was that?
It's easy.
Well, yeah. So you're good?
Anyway, it's almost like we didn't see people eating each other for the past 3 days. It's peaceful here, no?
How did you handle getting through the city?
Kenny just drove. We passed so many people that needed help, and we just passed people over some. Just.
It's okay. It's fine. You don't have to say anymore.
I want to go home tomorrow, but even then I can't take away the things Doc went through. Don't you want to go back to the moment before you knew about all of this?
Well,
Right.
Things were bad before. Bad now, but they're different, you see?
People are eating each other.
But they weren't before. The banks, the politics, the crap. Those things are gone. Hell comes in a lot of different colors.
message.
So, what do you do when Corpses on
Which comic you talking about, Anthony? Are you talking about the one with the them using a Samoan Namor,
dogs and cats and not
like they did for Jason
What is it
Momoa?
that you do,
I mean, I don't really see them using Namor as a replacement for Black Panther, because I feel like his placement, if at all mentioned, was to be a villain for Black Panther, which is, I feel like it's more reason why they'll recast than try to put someone else in his place. With how the actual lineage of the stories go, I mean, you can't just start the story with T'Challa's dead. You know what I mean? For as far as the MCU goes, you know, I understand. Yeah, Chadwick Boseman was put up on a pedestal, but I mean, I don't mean to sound heartless at all, but it's, you know, show goes on.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, bro, they're not recast. I don't think they're gonna recast him. You can't.
It's not the most reliable makeup in the world,
because
but it gets the job done.
nobody's gonna want to see another person as T'Challa. Like,
right, I mean, but they can't help it. It's not like they just chose to recast Chadwick Boseman.
Okay,
for
so here's the thing. Here's the thing though. So hold on real quick, because
I'm about to pause.
I'm about to pause again, because now you're trying to trigger me. Here's the thing. If that's the case, then why didn't they recast Leia in Star Wars?
This is Star Wars, though. Like,
okay, so are you gonna try to tell me that at least not on the same level, like in terms of number of people, but are you trying to tell me that Black Panther in that role didn't strike a chord with people, children, adults, black folk in the same way?
I can't say that, but again, like I said, it's Superman situation. It took them years to try to find an actor that was aesthetically good for the crowd, for the masses,
right,
in order to even pick up the mantle in the first place. They can't afford that time.
Now. That's what I'm saying. They don't have to.
The show must go on. Like, the MCU is not going to be the same without Black Panther. It's just not.
Well,
I think people would rather Black Panther live on than just completely nix the idea because the one man portrayed this character.
But that's what I'm saying. But the mantle of Black Panther can get passed to anybody. So if they write a scenario where T'Challa gets killed off screen, or if they do a CGI scene where they show him meeting his end, then the mantle is going to have to go to somebody else. Now, I'm not saying you can't have another Black Panther, period. No. What I'm saying is King T'Challa cannot be recast. And I don't think they'll do that because, and for the specific reason.
So, we got to make a brand new Black Panther character now?
It's going to be Shuri. The easiest thing for them to do would make it Shuri. Shuri was the Black Panther in the comic, so it would make sense for them to pass the mantle down to her.
I can see them.
It would just be faster than what they thought. But my thing is, if they try to roll out another black actor as T'Challa, people are going to lose their damn mind. Number one, because it's going to be so soon. Because you've got to follow that character up at some point here within the next, 2-3 years? Like Black Panther 2's got to come out before I'd even say 2025. You're gonna see at least a Black Panther appearance in his movie.
Wasn't it already on the?
Yeah, that movie was already on the slate too. Anyway.
All right, so hold on. Let me look that up. But what I'm gonna say is, especially with what's going on in the gap that we already have, by the time that they decide to get back to that movie, I can tell you right now how fickle at least America is. You give them a good name from somebody who's either kind of well known, they'll be like, okay, I guarantee you.
I will put a nerve injury wager on it that they will not be recasting T'Challa.
I'm trying to tell you, I see it.
Okay. We will see, and I'm telling you, it's not happening. If they put it this way, even though and I'm against it, like I'll just say personally, I wouldn't want to see that. But even taking my personal feelings aside, they can't recast him because of the fact that movie was so iconic, because of the fanfare and the hoopla that I got. And I get that we're in a different time and a different society, but we are also in a society where audiences are looking to flip on you for any reason whatsoever. Look what the hell they did with the damn Sonic model design. People petitioned to get a damn animated character looking a certain way in a movie, rightfully so, mind you. But they did that.
Yeah, well, that was trash.
But I'm just saying. So, but my thing is, who is going to look at T'Challa. It's not like you can say, well, he was in a mask most of the time. No, in Black Panther we saw that dude and we saw him embody that character, and so nobody's gonna be cool with him being somebody else.
Okay. Again, I'm still sticking with my argument, and here's the perfect one that you'll be like, you know what, you might have to agree. If they decide that they're gonna use the multiverse and make Michael B. Jordan the new Black Panther and make it controversial in the story because, you know, he was Killmonger. He looked so much like Killmonger. He did such and such, blah, 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 blah. And now Wakanda has to get used to seeing this face as the new T'Challa from another multiverse. I guarantee you people go with that.
Nah. Now, here's the thing. I would say there
are exceptions.
No, I believe you. There are exceptions. But what I'm saying is nobody's going to want to see that. I don't think the actors are going to want to see it. I don't think
it's going to be a bittersweet thing. It's going to be like, no, I didn't want to see it, but if it has to be done this way,
they're going to CG.
We got people who don't wear masks in public.
I get it.
I'm trying to tell you.
But what does that have to do with Black Panther?
The fact that people are fickle. Okay, the fact that people, if you give them an alternative of certain type of a certain kind, they will go along with it.
I think you are underestimating. There is no hitting this on the nose, bro. Like there is no way that you can get
push
people
it back. And the Joker situation. Okay, Heath Ledger died, and they wanted to bring back the Joker, but then they decided to just not do it.
See, but the Joker's a different the Joker's a different scenario though, because you've seen. It's not like they said they wanted to continue the Dark Knight series with somebody else playing the Joker. If Christopher Nolan said, all right, well, we're going to do another Dark Knight movie, but we're going to have Joker come back as somebody completely different, people wouldn't have been down with that at all. It wouldn't have happened. And that's the thing. If you want to say that there's a T'Challa in a different universe, that's cool. But you can't say that you're going to take the T'Challa from the MCU and just put another face on that character and people are going to be cool. They're not going to want to do that.
Right. Okay. Like I just said. So you just said what I said. Okay. So they took a T'Challa from another dimension, which would be technically recasting the part.
No, that's not recasting the part because because you're not recasting T'Challa. You're inserting a different T'Challa from another universe. But what I'm talking about is if you're going to try to have Shuri, his mom, all of the Avengers and everybody. Okay, so I'll give you a perfect example. Of what I'm talking about. You cannot pull a Don Cheadle versus my dude. You can't do that with T'Challa. It's not gonna work. You're not gonna have that. You're not gonna be able to have a scene where people are like, "I'm here." But that's what I'm saying. Is like you're going to have to acknowledge, because maybe we're saying the same thing but in different ways. You got to acknowledge that transition, but you can't just slide another face into that character and say, no, this is the same T'Challa that was in Black Panther, but he's just a different actor. No. You're going to have to give me a storyline reason for why I'm looking at another. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying
they would have to acknowledge it. Yeah, they would have to acknowledge it in the story in some kind of way. So they don't have the time.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying is that no, you can't. That's what I'm saying is that you can't pull the okie doke on somebody and say, oh no, that's the exact same T'Challa. He just look a little different. No, it's gonna have to be from another universe. It's gonna have to be the mantle being passed to somebody else. They're going to have to resolve Chadwick Boseman's T'Challa. They're going to have to acknowledge that he is no longer going to be in the MCU. Whether they say he died,
Feige was like, all right, everybody's getting health tested. I'm not going through this again.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that, they would have to, because again, it's like the same thing with like anything else. Like I said, the most recent one I can think of is Carrie Fisher. They could have found a body double, or they tried to pull that with Episode 9, and it was terrible. But the one thing they didn't try to do is say, okay, well, let's just recast Princess Leia as somebody else. Hell no. You can't do that. Like, not with that character. Right. Same thing with Superman. And that's to your point. It took them years to recast Superman, but it wasn't like they did a continuation of the Christopher Reeve Superman.
Actually,
what movie?
That's why Superman Returns sucked so much. They pretty much tried to pick it up as if Brandon Routh was the Christopher Reeve.
So here's the thing. I never watched that damn movie in the first place. Not Superman Returns. Was that the one that came out in like 2006? That was when it came out, like the early 2000s, right?
I don't know the exact date. Hold on.
Yeah, because
that's the
that
first
one. Yeah,
time
no,
I've seen Brandon Routh do anything in a movie, and he did look like Christopher Reeves at first. Like,
no, well then, no, that's not. That's you can't. You that's where
that's a bad example.
That's where they. Well, then here's my thing. Then that's where they fucked up. That's where they fucked up because you tried to.
Movie didn't continue
you tried to pull the wool over. Like there's certain.
2006.
Yeah, there's certain characters you cannot do that with in the same storyline. Like, I'll tell you another movie where I think they tried to do it and it didn't make any damn sense. Was the 90s Batmans. Because you had Michael Keaton as Batman and then in Batman Returns. Then all of a sudden you get Batman. And it's like, nah, bro. Like, nobody's going to believe that that's in the same universe now. Like, nah. Hell no. And that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying you can't have.
You're saying let DC make those mistakes, and Marvel has to acknowledge.
Yeah, Marvel's got to
before they decide to recast.
Marvel can and will figure it out. Feige will figure it out. They'll find a way to give T'Challa a proper send off, whether that's an actual death, whether he gets trapped in the Nether Realm or something like that. Whatever happens, he is going to be sacrificed, and a new Black Panther will take his spot. And they will acknowledge the fact that King T'Challa, as we know him, is gone forever.
They'll recast someone else to play from a different multiverse.
Yeah, which is fine. I don't have a problem with them doing that. But you're not going to tell me that, oh, no, this is the same T'Challa. This was the one that was in the first Black Panther. He just he lightened up a little bit and put on some weight. Nah, bro.
You see my choice words. You see how I phrased that.
I saw how you phrased it.
It's still a recast.
No,
it's just a very feasible, explained recast.
But but to me, that's not recasting, in my opinion, because he's playing the same character, but that's not. Your recasting is saying, all right, we had this person playing Joker for the first two movies, and now we bring in somebody else in. That's a recast to me. This is a whole new character, though. So this it would have to be, in my opinion. That's the way I look at it, because.
But if someone's played the part before,
was
any capacity, you get a new player.
So Hulk.
It's a recast.
Hulk was a recast because that first Hulk movie with Edward Norton.
If they don't die, it's not a recast. Like if they're alive and
it doesn't. No, it doesn't have anything to do with being alive or dead. It is. Are you continuing the same canonical storyline with a new character? Meaning everything that first character went through, his experiences and everything else are now being portrayed by this new person playing them. That's a recast. So basically, what I'm talking about, in my opinion, a recast is, okay, we're going to bring in whoever to be T'Challa. And this is supposed to be the same dude that fought Killmonger and lost, the same dude that fought M'Baku and won, the same dude that was that killed or that wanted to kill old dude in Civil War, the same T'Challa that dove to save his daddy in Civil War. Nah, bro, that's a recast because now you're trying to tell me that it's the same dude.
Eddie Roach saying it's not a recast, it's an alternate version, but
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not in. If you're looking at it for black and white, yes, they're recasting T'Challa as somebody else. But from a storyline perspective, this is not the same person.
And I got that.
That's the point. That's my sticking point. That's the
part.
only part that I have a problem with, and that I'm saying they won't do is they won't put another face on the screen and try to get us to believe that it is the same character that experienced the stuff that we saw in the first Black Panther movie. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that they've got to totally write T'Challa out and now he'll no longer exist. No, the story does have to go on. They have story beats and parts of the arc for that.
And that's the thing that's for me. It's like you can't just replace Black Panther as the character. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, like I seen here we got Tombstone said they could CGI him, have him die at the hands of Namor, and set up Shuri taking the mantle and Namor as the villain. But it's like Black Panther, the character itself, only growth he's had as what? He started off in Civil War, and then you get to see him be a king for a little bit, then die in his own movie, and then come back and reclaim his kingdom, and then that's it. That's all you got.
Well, but then,
the story of Black Panther has to try to continue. You can't just replace him and give him. To me, it's like it's cheaper in that way. I understand he passed away and everything, but it's like
but you also can't tell me that we're just gonna pick up where we left off and pretend like Chadwick Boseman didn't die. I mean, I know that you can't help that, but you've got to acknowledge that, because that is going to be from a cinematic and from an emotional standpoint for not just the audience, but for the people in the damn movie. They're not going to be able to continue moving forward as if they were talking to the same T'Challa that they were talking to in Wakanda in the first Black Panther movie, like, and in Endgame. And that's the other thing too, is what helps them out is the fact that you have 6-7 years between those movies technically, because Black Panther was, let's say, maybe 2018-ish in the MCU timeline, and Endgame, by the time Endgame wrapped up, we were in 2023. So that's 7 years worth of shit that T'Challa could have been doing that we didn't even know about. So he's had time.
Good job.
So yeah, he's had time to have experiences off camera. He's had time to be Black. So we may not have seen it as of audience. We didn't see it, but it happened in that universe, or they can say that these things happened in that universe. And then all of a sudden, this was the mission that he went out on, where he got wiped out, or something happened to him, or he sacrificed himself for Wakanda, or for the Avengers, or for a particular Avenger, or something of that sort.
I guess this is one mistake I wish DC actually did go ahead with and make, because when Heath Ledger passed, they were talking about one of the scripts that came out for what The Dark Knight Rises was supposed to be, was like the Joker escapes, and it's kind of ambiguous, what happens to him.
Right.
And I guess if they had tried to figure out or try to do that in the story, I guess we probably would have seen in real life how that would have gone. But I didn't get to tell you that Black Panther 2, they're trying to get that to come out by 2022. May 6th is what it was originally slated for.
So let's just say, even if they push it back a year, 2023, that's way too soon to try to tell me they want to throw another face on the screen that's supposed to be the same T'Challa we saw in the last Black Panther, when that man just died 3 years ago. At that point, like, that's way too soon, bro. They gonna have to give you an explanation of some sort to let you know that the T'Challa you remember ain't coming back. Now we might get T'Challa from Earth 420, but
if they're smart, they need to find a way to address it in Doctor Strange.
I mean, I think that they will find. I think that's exactly what's going to happen, right? I think that by the time we get through this multiverse arc, or we get to the climax of this multiverse arc, that's when we're going to see what happened to Black Panther, aka T'Challa. We'll find out throughout some of that. They'll set something up to where something's going to happen, and he's going to either meet his demise, and that's the only thing I can think of, because I can't see them just writing him out like he decided, I'm just going to retire and go off to nowhere.
I mean, I would say with the way that they buried the man and the spectacle they made of it, yeah. I mean, I can't deny the fact that, they have to acknowledge it in the movie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're going to have to.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
And I think they're going to do it on a level.
But
I think he'll get a better send-off than Iron Man, to be honest. I think T'Challa will get a better on-screen send-off than Iron Man, because of the fact that the actor died in real life. Like, that's going to be their way of kind of honoring him on screen, is by giving him this big giant royal send-off, and then identifying or determining who is going to take up that mantle moving forward. And maybe that's like the crux of Black Panther 2 now, is who's to be the Black Panther moving forward. I think that would be a damn good movie to see the struggle of Wakanda trying to determine who is the true and rightful heir. Like, in the same instance, there'll be a group that wants it to be Shuri. There's a group that thinks it should be M'Baku. Right. There's probably somebody that can be like, you know what, we can use the Doctor Strange and his portals and go to another dimension, and let's go find T'Challa from another universe.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say here. I do like Luke Skywalker's kind of ideas, kind of intangible. What I'm saying is that in Doctor Strange 2, there will be other actors playing the heroes that we know, and they could do that with Black Panther. So they could, in a way, that's what I'm saying. If they address it in Doctor Strange, they can, in a way, screen test other actors.
And I was just gonna say that too. Because
Yeah,
maybe we
and
see
see
3
the
different Black
reaction to that.
Panthers. Maybe we see Shuri. Maybe we see some unknown actor that we ain't thinking about. And basically, depending on how audiences respond to those 3, that's how they determine which one they're gonna use moving forward.
Which is it's such a brilliant idea that they're finally starting to do an actual canon multiverse in movies. It opens up so many different possibilities now. Down to the dumbest of, we could get Harry Potter as Wolverine. I mean,
yes,
the possibilities.
They're
like
literally
some people
endless at this point.
But I can see it. Yeah, they're really endless.
It really
now.
does, and it allows for you to deal with these type of real world situations in the easiest way to explain it on screen. Because it don't even have to be a death. What if it's a contract dispute, and you got somebody that's saying like, "Fuck you, pay me." Kevin Feige could be like, "We don't need you. I can get somebody else from a different universe and plug their ass right in." And fans won't bat eyelash.
For Anthony Manzano, because I don't know, he feels like this would make a difference, but he says, "Guys, I might have a solver for this issue." He said, "Why not cast Namor to be Samoan and do what DC did with Aquaman and Jason Momoa?" How do we feel about that making any kind of impact in this situation?
You'll have to help me because I didn't watch all of Aquaman, so.
Well, I think he just means the inclusivity between having someone who is Samoan.
Playing the role.
Playing a role, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you get, with Namor, again, I don't know too much about the character from the comics, but my thing is, Namor is going to have to be, whoever that is going to be now is going to have to be strong as fuck, like as a character, because that character is probably going to have to, if he is the villain or the antagonist in Black Panther 2, he's going to have to carry that film. He's going to have to carry it because everybody's going to be so judgmental about whoever this new Black Panther ends up being that the focus is they're gonna have to really build Namor up and really allow him to let Black Panther shine. Like that actor is going to have to come with it.
Right. Yeah. There's a few people I would think of off top that would probably be able to be a good Namor. But it is 5 minutes to the next hour.
Mm-hmm.
Where are we in this game? Do you think maybe we could get to a point
hit a stopping point
later?
Yeah, that's what I think we're at there's a few more minutes before we get to the first oh shit moment of.
Yeah, I was about to say I see where we are.
Yeah, so
yeah, I think we go to about just after mid.
Yeah.
On my end, midnight. Probably give it a few more minutes, and then we can probably
we'll pick it up on another stream.
Kachi's got a sister up in
Memphis.
Memphis.
Yeah, because it's this first 30-45 minutes of gameplay is kind of slow, but once you get to that first oh shit moment, it picks up from there, and it's like
Christ, starts rolling after that.
Lucky I was there.
That's what I was saying. Like sitting here watching this, I'm like, hurry the fuck up! Like, do something.
Ain't nothing gonna phase us.
But nah, maybe we should do more of these games because that was actually a good
Lauderdale and let this mess get
good
sorted
tandem.
out. Government will start handing out shots, and the National Guard will do its.
So everybody now is starting to say cast The Rock as everything. Have The Rock Thor, The Rock play Natalie Portman, The Rock Doctor Strange,
commercial fisherman catching mackerel,
The Rock
dolphin,
Black Widow.
Whatever's biting and paying. Katya wouldn't be wild about it, but the boat's not that bad.
Let's see, is that who I'm thinking of? I see somebody say Richard Armitage. Is that who I'm thinking
I think
about?
I got it. Do you
No, that's not who I'm thinking about.
I mean, in taking care of that little girl. You know what you're doing?
No.
You got kids
I
of your
think the guy who plays Rory off of Legends,
liked one then.
Legends of Tomorrow.
You know,
I think he would be a good candidate for Namor.
Yeah.
And there's another actor that I'm thinking of. I think would be actually perfect, but I cannot think of his name. Now, see, I can actually see The Rock as a thing, but I just don't see him doing it.
Sure don't. I can give you a hell of a critique of the U.S. Farm Bill, though.
I'm good.
How are these things to drive?
Pain in the ass, mostly. Big, heavy as hell, and slower than,
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Lee.
Need a hand?
That'd be great. If you could cut those 2x to length.
They asked if he needed a hand, like he didn't even want to really help him.
Right.
I wish I could just walk over and pick up a saw and just start doing
going
it.
in, right?
He does.
Man, didn't measure once or
I
twice.
saw a guy in Atlanta kill a kid. A boy. Just shot him right in the face.
Was the boy one of the walkers?
I don't even know. He was either attacking the guy or asking for help. He didn't even hesitate. He just turned, put the barrel of the gun right between the kid's eyes, and pulled the trigger.
That's what I call a motherfucking
You don't see
gangster.
things like that.
Right?
It's
That's
not
what I'm
like in the
saying.
movies.
They don't fall like you think.
He was sipping on gin juice and purple drink.
Mm-hmm.
Do what?
Kill. Have you had to off one yet?
Oh,
And nobody cuts wood in half like that.
Right.
sometimes it's kill or be killed.
I guess.
You should have picked the answer. He said he bashed that girl's friend.
Dad just wants to keep the family
I had to
safe.
beat a
and
bitch
thinks
with a
inviting
hammer.
people in is a better flip than,
The other day, you know, she came at me sideways.
How about yours? How's
I
your
asked her,
family?
I was like, you want me to put the hammer down?
My brother and
Be like-
parents are in Macon.
Had to get that bitch the power of Mjolnir right across
I
the
hope so,
face.
too. Maybe
Nah,
it's not
you
too
totally
bad
picked the
there.
Nerd Avenger answer.
Oh.
Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta
Sometimes
do.
you gotta do what you gotta do. Sometimes you gotta
Don't tell
race.
him nothing.
Thanks.
Sometimes you gotta race, man. Shit, I don't know.
And Sean, thanks again for the ride.
No problem, Lee. Couldn't leave you behind. Anyway,
Oh,
when you see my
whatever.
dad around. He might
Couldn't
want some
leave you
help
behind
with
my
it.
ass. He thought about it.
Mm-hmm. If I hadn't had that girl with me, they'd have left me.
Right.
How you doing, Duck?
Good.
I think Whiskey Steve's trying to get timed out, coming in here talking about Xbox
Oh,
in any
yeah.
capacity.
With your back, Sean.
Look, and see,
This
look,
is
that's
the wrong
that's the
screen.
crazy
That's
thing
one.
about it too. It's prompted me with these Xbox buttons, but I'm using a PlayStation controller, baby.
See?
Hell with that.
Homage.
Real recognize real. All right, to the barn we go.
Seeing all these names popping up in the chat, I don't know who some of them are.
That's all right. We appreciate you stopping through.
Yep.
Every last one to y'all's.
That's his, okay. So the guy I'm talking about, Rory Dominic Purcell is his name.
Okay.
Okay, and he was saying that's the thing and not Namor. It'll be okay. I can see that as an alternative. I can see that as an
I
alternative.
was on my way out anyway.
He's got the voice for it for sure.
Timing of all this just happened to be right.
Huh, if there ever is a good time for the supposed apocalypse.
This farm's
Who
a
could
nice plot
Wentworth
land.
Miller play? I see him playing
If you told me
somebody.
20 years
He's already
ago I'd
Captain
still be
Cold.
doing this, I would have told
But
you that you were full of crap.
as a
Never
silver
was
screen
plan.
Yeah,
I
person,
had a place
Miller-
like this. It was in the family. And I
Wentworth
guess
Miller.
So was I. Family's important. It's all that matters.
Chad, help me out. What was that
You
TV show he
agree
was
with
in?
Was brought up
Was it,
to.
Prison Break?
Where's your family now? Parents?
I think that's what it's
Wife,
called.
Girlfriend?
My parents are in Macon.
I think it's Prison Break.
Well, I hope they're all right. But now you've got this little girl to take care of. Clementine, is it? You just stumbled up on her?
Hey, Reefer Man Reviews. I see you said he needs to troll Marvel by saying it's clobbering time at least once in the Legends of Tomorrow.
Glad
Yeah.
She came to my rescue.
I'm with
Yeah,
it.
so-
I'm with it.
Break.
Can I give you a piece of advice?
No, not really, but
I mean, if you're gonna give me advice, you might as well give me the whole thing, man. I don't
know
want just a
who you
piece.
are or
Right.
what you did, but you better become a better liar and fast. Let's say things don't get better.
Oh, you been
back
lying,
in
huh? You picked them lying ass
I ain't
answers.
putting no
Let's
lying
see.
answers. I just didn't tell
You're
them all my
gonna have
damn
to
business.
Depend on the honesty of strangers
See?
if
See?
you're gonna make it. And if those same
I don't
people
know
get
this. I
You
don't
know
know
her-
this man.
you're gonna be in
Herschel's
trouble.
holding on to that privilege, man.
Let me
I
tell
don't
you-
care
let
if
me
it's the
tell you
turn of the
something.
century.
Keep
I don't
it
care
to
what
your
kind of
damn
fresh
self.
haircut you got.
Oh, and I'd start checking the
Right.
attitude.
Keep it to
friend.
your damn self.
Oh shit.
Go!
Here it goes.
I'll get my gun.
Who would win in the fight? Harry Potter, Wolverine versus Jimmy Kimmel, Kraven. Oh no, he got him. Let him go. All right, so pause it. I would say,
who we saving?
Who we saving? We saving the little kid, or we saving the man who saved your life in the first place? Who are we saving? And I would say Harry Potter, Wolverine, by the way, over Jimmy Kimmel, Kraven. I seen Guns and Kimbo. You ever seen Guns and Kimbo?
Mm-mm.
That movie actually will make you be like, okay, I see why people for briefly were like, he could be Wolverine.
Got you.
Briefly, I mean, I just think if he could do something with the voice, because I mean he plays an American in that, and he's British as hell.
Yeah, and
he sounds like one of the nerdiest white Americans you could ever think of.
Gotcha.
And I've heard him do other voices too, like period. Man, I forgot this movie where he actually like grows horns, and he's does the American accent, but it's more grounded, so he could probably do it.
Oh, okay.
So far, everybody's saying "Say the Kid."
Say the kid.
Say the kid. Yep, everybody says "Say the Kid."
All right, well, we saving the kid.
My leg is stuck.
Go back to duck.
So if you don't hurry up, you're gonna lose a buff.
Right.
I got you. They're almost through. Now, Sean.
Get this tractor off of me! Please, help me, please!
You ain't moving fast enough, bruh.
I mean, he even let him get 2-3 more good bites out of him before he decided to shoot.
I'm just saying. I'm like, obviously, you didn't do a good enough job on that fence, homeboy.
Right. Like, where was he hiding this gun? We know we got zombies that can come through at any time. It's what we're preparing for. Are you keeping the gun where? Upstairs in the back closet?
Get the fuck out of here!
Say you look
OP slash, man, fuck them kids in their way.
You got to be sorry. And
savage.
Reefer Man reviews, they're the future. I don't know why. At first, my brain thought he said they're the furniture. Like, wow.
I thought I could help them both.
You thought wrong. And now?
Please. Just
man.
Get out and never come back.
Don't his name sound like he was steal chocolate, be Herschel's chocolate instead of Hershey's chocolate? Like he would steal the whole idea. All right, Whiskey Steve, happy birthday again, man.
Yeah, man. Enjoy that birthday, bro.
Dirty 30s.
Gotta love it, man. So my man Lee saved the kid.
All right, yeah, I think this is a good point to stop at.
Word. All right, so yeah. So
So we'll be in part of town.
The first little taste.
Yep, After Dark, Walking Dead. Maybe we'll condense that and call that Walking Dark.
Walking Dead After Dark.
Right. I'm calling it Walking Dark. That sounds scary enough.
Man. I walk dark every damn day, and let me tell you.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Shit ain't no joke.
Especially Walking Dark After
Ain't
Dark.
no joke. Ain't no joke. Walking Dark After Dark. Oh, man. That was fun, though. That was fun.
All righty.
Well,
that was great, though. I like that.
Yeah, man. I think it was cool.
All
so,
righty.
yeah, we got to get on there.
Say what?
So we got to get on that this weekend or, sometime soon. Pick that up again for everybody, man. But,
yeah, for sure. Most definitely. We will. We'll be back. Be back for sure.
I see you, Mike Porter.
As we always say.
Oh, yeah.
You got to go home.
but you got to get the hell out of here.
Hell up out of here. We appreciate you guys. As always, we'll be back again next week. Some more fun stuff. We may do something. We gonna try to do something this weekend, or should we wait a little bit longer?
Yeah, we'll wait. We can do a little more next week, and then see what goes on. What goes on for the Saturday after that? Because I know we got the top secret G14 classified meeting this weekend. We got the Nerve Engines assembled. You got to be at the tower. So yeah, we'll jump on that. Get with it here next couple Saturdays from now.
Yep, and we will see you guys
in the next video.
You know, we really need to get Josh on here to do that.
Seriously, man. Why, Josh ain't been on the show at all.
At all?
Not once, man. He ain't even come by and popped his head in. I mean, we right downstairs, bro. I mean, he up there asleep.
Right.
He ain't doing nothing. He could come down to the lounge and holler at the players.
Right. I mean, they're always spending time in the lab.
Yeah,
always in the lab.
I mean, but Josh be grinding, man. Sometimes I want to give him some. I want to try to cut him some slack, but then other times I'm like, nah, fuck him, son.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like you say, we right upstairs. I just moved in there. I still ain't seen that Nerve Engine nowhere.
No, Nerve Engine stay hiding. Don't make no sense, man.
Always. Incog Nerve Engine.
Speaking of, man, I'm trying to find out what Ryan up to too, because I didn't see him sneaking around this motherfucker too, man.
He's always sneaking around too, and you don't think it's odd that okay, most people walk hands by their side. He's the only person that be walking like Mr. Burns and like doing the whole hand wrenching, hand over hand thing.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
That's weird.
I think I caught him talking to himself a couple times too, man. I don't know. He be making me wonder about him sometimes, man. I don't know.
Yeah. He got some cool looking specs though. He got some new glasses.
Yeah, man.
I'm trying to figure out what's up with that.
He
was kind of a little different.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe new year, new Ryan. I don't know.
Oh, that's crazy. But yeah, we need to get Josh on here and maybe drop some rumors.
Oh man, send Josh in the have him finally give us a tour around Speculation Town, man.
I know.
Every time I go over there, I get lost. I just stop going.
I always get caught right there on Daydream Highway.
Oh yeah.
Stuck in that traffic all day.
I was over there on Nerve Engine Wood Boulevard one day and came across.
I drove past that the other day and I was like, word, I didn't think they have it.
Yeah, man. I locked my doors and kept it rolling. I was like, I gotta get out of here, man.
Shoot. I'm about to since I got my place here, I'm about to go take a look around. You coming with me?
Oh man, of course. Let's roll, man.